Previously on the Osrynn Tales Live D&D. After surviving a tower mimic and a few water elementals at an inn, our heroes finally made it back to Reneus Alinar seeking warm beds and a sense of normalcy. Well, as normal as it can be, as Rowan becomes Barrio Matali, another world-renowned chef. But they are quickly reminded of the weird series of gay bars, drug dens, and strange tavern mascots that fill the city. Eventually, the group settles on the Glistening Slipper, a boarding house operated by Granny Brunhilde. Rowan negotiated a cheaper rate for their stay by offering to sleep with her. Unfortunately for this gallant bard, Granny's grandson had a bad dream and caught the two lovers deep into the night. The embarrassed commotion that ensued ended with a knife-wielding kid peeing his pants on a white carpet. The next day, the group had a nice, required breakfast, where Granny makes Rowan sit next to her as they drink sugar coffee and eat cupcakes. On their way to the bank, Rowan notices that he is being stalked by a gang of children seemingly about to rob him. Rowan pulls out a knife and starts yelling at a kid. The child's father intervenes and asks Rowan to leave, but as he takes Rowan by the arm to escort him off the city block into the nearest cross street, Rowan stabs the man in the side, killing him as the frost power of the dagger seeps into the man's side, freezing him from nipple to buttocks on his left side. Rowan then uses the Calm Emotions spell to force the growing crowd of people watching to let his group slip by and run away. The gang has no issues putting their money in a bank after leaving the scene, and they make their way outside the city to Faith Loquan's tower, only to be greeted by Luke in a giant mech suit, along with a mind-controlled David firing lasers at them and telling them to back off. Luke is super duper mad about Rowan killing him, claiming that he has had to live 50 years in the Nine Hells, learning to survive before Faith and David were able to resurrect him. The group talks their way inside to see Faith, and when they do, they ask if they can get a favor from David. Faith refuses, saying they can't just barge into her tower, and ask for her assistant to do tasks for them. She claims to be rather busy with research on her perpetual arcana and asks them to leave unless they have any other requests than to take her employees. But their conversation gets cut off as a slight power dip in the lights signaled the arrival of a new party in Faith's teleportation circle. The wizard rushes off to greet her new guest, asking the group to stay put, but Tail has pages follow Faith and uses the wizard's familiar ability to share their senses with each other, so he can see and hear what's happening outside their room being guarded by David and Cyborg Luke. With pages following Faith, Tails overhears that a half-dragon with glossy gem-like scales has shown up to threaten Faith. He tells Faith that he is going to destroy her entire tower since she hasn't turned off her energy siphon. Faith tries to distract the half-dragon by claiming our heroes were there to dismantle the machinery, and Pages runs back to the group, followed closely by Faith and the half-dragon. What is the half-dragon's endgame? Will Rowan ever pay for killing Luke? What of David's mind control? Find out now on episode 30 of the Osrynn Tales Live D&D. Enjoy the show. episode 30. Let me unmute everybody in the chat because we had some sound issues, and you guys, if you were here during the startup, you may have heard everybody chatting. Because tonight I have to run all of my sounds through the same channel. So welcome in everybody, episode 30, the Osrynn Tales Live D&D. We are here in Faithful Quant's Tower. There's a half dragon from the Outer Planes that showed up last week, and he's not happy with Faith. And Faith tried to, you know, pass the blame off of what she was supposed to be doing onto our little group of players here. We're about to find out what they're gonna do in response to this situation. But before we do that, let's go around the table and everybody introduce yourself. We've got with us Rachel here at Bread and Butter to let them know who you are playing. That's
hello.
Cool.
I am playing Reshi, a Dragonborn monk.
Cool. San Gretti.
I am playing Tail, a kobold wizard, and his familiar pages.
Got the genie, bruh.
Ah! It's me, Genie Bro. I am definitely a bard. Ah!
And an anime Amish girl with a beard. Welcome in, Chad is Chad. Let me know who you're playing.
Yes, I'm apparently Quote, the anime barbarian tonight.
Very good, guys. And finally, Jobus25.
Playing Vilmar, a human paladin.
Also an anime. That's also is anime film. He just is anime. And of course, I am your dungeon master, Jeff Foulsham, here on Foulsham_art. Let's get into it, guys. So you saw the recap, hopefully. I never hear it, but yeah, you guys last week showed up to Faith to, you know, talk to her about magic stuff and like see David and possibly, you know, trade a few favors. And while she was basically telling you to fuck off because she is super duper busy with a lot of different things, and David works for her now and not you, the lights flickered in the room and she got super nervous and ran away. Pages followed, and like I said, found out that this half dragon showed up from the Outer Planes, an envoy of the celestial dragons, telling her that she needs to shut down her perpetual arcana machine, because it's not, well, I don't think I said why last week. Well, let's just say it ain't good for, you know, the universe. But he's like, yeah, you're supposed to shut this thing down and you haven't. And then Faith was all like, yeah, no, yeah, don't worry. I had to get people to help me to dismantle all the machinery. And I have the people are here now. We're good. And he wanted to meet you guys and kind of like assess the situation. And that's where we ended last week. They came into the room. And I literally don't think he said anything to you guys last week. He might have, I may have forgotten, but as Faith and the half dragon re-enter the room together, she introduces the group. She says, yes, this is them. This is the group that is going to help me dismantle this entire tower, all the machines. It's going to take a very, very long time. But you can see they're very capable people. All right, it's time. Okay, they're good, right? You can leave now. And she like starts to like walk back towards the door to like open it up, and he's like, "Wait a minute. I've not had my chance to size up the worth of these people." He literally just right in front of him is this finally probably not horribly smelling barbarian, because I think he finally took a bath. But the half dragon, he just, you What do you know of Arcana? He says to Quothe. He's also, because you're a very short Goliath, Quothe. You're like 6'5" or something. This guy's actually taller than you. This guy's like 7.5 feet tall. Possibly even 8 feet tall. Like he's a big boy. Very big boy. But Quothe, he asks, what do you know of Arcana?
Very little.
Good sir. Good sir. Actually, this gentleman right here, he is great at moving things around. He's more of a assistant than actually really part of the major scientific research division.
Just point at our lizard.
So,
The lizards in the corner because they didn't want to be next to the door of death.
then he says, well then, what do you know of Arcana? And he steps
I know.
forward to
I
talk
know.
to you, Genie.
I know tons about it. Fire away. Hey, by the way, have you met our lovely other technician, Reshi? The beautiful and single Dragonborn.
He says, I'll talk to her in a moment. I need to ask you a few questions. You say you know a lot about the Arcanum.
Sure, shoot.
I'll throw you a softball first.
Okay.
Says, what is the base unit of arcane magic? How much energy does it take to cast a first level spell?
Oh man, too much. Am I right? Oh man, it's been really great meeting you. But I definitely have some stuff I've got to get to. Is there
Roll.
is there anything we could do for you today?
You can either before I answer that question in character, you can do one of two things. You can either roll deception if you want to lie and you don't think that Rowan would know these things, or you could make an Arcana check to see if he does know these things.
I'm gonna actually, you know what? Like, yeah, all right. So
You got this.
my Arcana is actually higher. Well, no, my persuasion's 7. Or no,
You roll
deception
for
is
the
7.
answer.
So my deception is almost. Oh man, I might actually take the lesser and go for it here with the Arcana.
Okay. Yeah, roll for it.
Just because it would be more interesting. All right, let's do that.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, he's like, you say, too much, am I right? And as he's about to, like, you can see kind of on his face, I mean, as best as a dragonborn's face can emote human emotions. He's like about to like chastise you. When you remember that one Arkham is the base use, so like Arcana, but you take off the NA and just add an M. One Arkham is the base unit of magic. It is I don't know what math is hard, but it basically takes 1,000 Arkham to cast a level 1 spell, 2,000 for level 2, 3,000 for level 3, so on. Whatever that scale is.
So I answered it. So I mean, do I even need to? Because I'd be like, of course it's one Arkham, but I mean, we all know that. I'm just joshing you, big guy.
He says, well enough. He says, you two. Turns to Reshi and Tail. He says, the small one looks to be more of the visiting variety. What do you know of Arcana, Kobold?
Oh, I'm gonna take a risk here, guys.
Do it before we get into the nose arcane habit.
I'm going to whisper in Draconic so that hopefully only he can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Stage whisper.
That she lied. We were just here to see our friend David. We have no idea what's going on.
Ooh. All right.
Little sneaky sneaks.
Make,
A big wing roll. You got this.
Boy, I'm about to burn whatever I got to make this work.
I want to say either stealth or persuasion. I'm gonna roll perception for Faith. See if she.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That's a number.
Stealth, right? Was it stealth or what?
Yeah, stealth or persuasion. I don't know which one's gonna be better for you.
Awesome. They're the same.
Dex and charisma are the same. Great. Okay.
Yeah, I guess persuasion. Let's see. I would like to roll with advantage
she
if that's a thing.
Oops.
If you want to roll again, you can.
No, I didn't. Well, I'm gonna burn my DM because I said I was going to. So
Okay.
I
Does
don't
she
think I'm gonna
speak
get any better,
Draconic?
though.
I totally forgot. I still have like DM and Bardic.
Yeah, everybody has DM and Bardic now, except for Sangretti, who just
burned DM.
Just burned his DM. You got an 18. You can see like Faith is like watching the half dragon and like what's the situation, but you kind of like glance over at her, after you whisper that to him, and she doesn't like seem to notice anything as far as you can tell. Like she doesn't immediately like say they're lying like or anything. It just situation is normal. He says, "Very interesting, my friend." He turns to Resh and he says, "You Dragonborn, what do you know of Arcana?"
I don't know anything about Arcana. I'm so sorry.
Disappointing. More muscle, I suppose. He's gonna step
time?
over. Step over. Now, he's gonna walk up to Vilmar. He says, "You, who is shiny and obsessed with birds, what do you know of Arcana?"
What did he say to after Tails told him that she's lying?
Sorry, what was that?
What did the dragon say after, or the dragonborn, whatever he is, say after Tails whispered to him?
I think he said, "Very interesting, my little friend." But I mean, you'd have to roll perception as well to see if you can hear what Tail says.
But did he reply that back quietly? Did he?
Oh no, he
Yep.
just said that. He was, "Oh, very interesting, my little friend."
Okay.
So yeah, everybody heard what the half dragon said. You guys would have to roll a perception check above an 18 or 18 or above. So whether or not you actually heard what Tail said. Either way.
Can I?
All right,
I?
and then
Well,
it-
well, I don't think I can do that. Can I?
You're close enough that you probably. Yeah,
Let me
you
roll-
could roll with advantage because you're close enough. Like you're pretty close.
With for
trying to hear what Tail said.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Reshi hears it because she's literally right next to him.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Everybody else would have to roll perception. And I would give both David.
I definitely heard it.
David doesn't seem like he's paying attention or under, like, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't seem like he's responding to any information or, I don't know. Kinda. It's hard to tell because he's got a robot face.
Truth.
Hard to tell if he's just 1,000 yards staring it or actually paying attention.
So, well, obviously I didn't hear it, so I rolled my perception. I got a 14, so I didn't hear it. So,
right.
since Vilmar didn't hear it, he's gonna say in Draconic to him, "Why does it matter, my lord? Shouldn't we deal with the liar in the court?" As he says that, he points over to whatever it is.
To Faith? You're gonna point to Faith?
Mm-hmm.
He's got the balls on him tonight.
Little Miss Wizard Lady?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I thought this was gonna go a little different.
Just not even whisper. You just yeah, whatever. Fucking saying it in Draconic.
Yeah, in Draconic. Yeah.
Before the half dragon can even say anything, Faith is immediately defensive. She says back in Draconic, she's like, "I am not the liars here. They are. They took 2 weeks longer to get here than they were supposed to. They haven't started any of their work yet. Said now they're trying to pass it off on me to make me seem like the bad one here." Said, "Yes, I did an experiment. Yes, it got out of hand." He's like, "But I'm not the one to blame here. These lazy workers are the ones to blame."
When she's referring to lazy workers, she was referring to us?
Yeah,
or David and
you 5.
Okay.
Well,
and then
I officially don't want to lie for her anymore.
Wow, you changed tune quick. You're like, all right, talk shit.
All right. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna throw us under the bus, I'm gonna actually, you know what? Here, can I say something to her?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, Faith. You know, we could just go if you would rather us do that. Since you're so disappointed with our work, maybe we should just head out right now. Come on, guys. Let's pack up and get out of here.
She says, "If you do that, I will make sure that you are never paid for this job, and I will have people seek recompense for the damages caused to my reputation and to this tower for dismantling it without proper help."
Interesting. Could you by chance go back over how much you're paying us for this job?
She starts to look a little frustrated.
quick question. Did Paige has heard that the dragon told her to shut this machine down, right?
Yeah. That he has actually been here before, told her to shut it down, and she didn't, and now he's back, and he's like, "This is going to be shut down."
And then Tails relayed all that information to us, or that just she lied about us being like lab technicians or people to help her?
No idea. So you ready?
All I said was get ready for a fight. She lied. So I didn't give enough information. I should have, but it's too late.
Okay. What I forget what Jeannie just said. So, or she's
Basically, I'm putting her into a corner where she's gonna have to either.
Genie's backing her into a corner. He asked her,
how much were you got paid?
How much are you how much were you paying us again? She stammers a bit. She says, obviously 350 gold per person. As agreed upon a fortnight ago when you took this job.
That's weird because I could have swore it was 6. each.
600 each. I don't know where you're. She waves at Tail dismissively with her hands. I don't know what your scribe wrote down, but this is not a 600 gold per person job. Oh, it is at most 350 a head. This is not a time to renegotiate.
That doesn't sound right. No, there is no renegotiating. That's originally what you said was 700 a head. I guess we
Oh,
we are
700
done
now.
here,
You
guys.
said 600 just a moment ago, sir.
Well, look, now see, now you've got me all mixed up, guys. I think it's time we go. Let's get out of here, guys. You guys can tear down the tower yourselves.
Vilmar wants to ask he asked the draconic guy, my lord, why are you here? Why did you seen this liar here? What made you come to her tower?
He says that I'm using the wrong key. Wonder if it's work. He tells you in Draconic that Faith's machine he says yes, my friend, her tower of perpetual arcana, this seemingly endless source of energy that she can use to power her magics and make wonderful advancements for you in the mortal realm, is all well and good on the surface, but what she's not told anyone is that it is not a source of perpetual energy at all. She is tapped into the outermost shell of the multiverse and is siphoning energy from the celestial dragons themselves. He turns to Reshi and Tail. He says, "You two, Dragonborn Kobold, you should want to see her dead. She is draining the energy of our gods, siphoning the power specifically from my matron, the neutral dragon. Should my matron fall, that will leave the metallic celestial and the chromatic celestial to fight in a war that will end with one of them dying and the balance of the universe being destroyed forever."
That's bad.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of hers.
She says, he doesn't know what he's talking about. That's not gonna happen at all. It's like, it's not tapped into the shell of the multi. Doesn't. It's a perpetual arcana machine. He doesn't. Maybe I'm tapping into some extra planar energy, sure, but it's not. He thinks that it's way more dire than it actually is. Says the celestial dragons, they generate so much energy. You take a little bit from them, you take a little bit from the hells, you take a little bit from Elysium, you take it from everywhere you can, and eventually you just have a lot of energy.
So, Dragon Sir, let me ask you a question. Why haven't you physically intervened? Why have you allowed for it to go on to this point?
Says, I am a mere envoy, and my matron is the matron of neutrality. I gave her a chance to fix this on her own, but now I am here to make sure that the deed is done. One way or another, Faith, this tower is coming down and this machine will be destroyed. I can't let you siphon the energy from my matron any longer. If she weakens too much, she will be overpowered by her brothers, and then they will fight to the death. And either evil or good will encompass the entire multiverse. And either of those outcomes is a bad one.
So how do we help you destroy the tower?
You say that out
Says-
loud? To her?
Yes, I say that loud. Yes.
This is, for that we will need either Faith's schematics or her help, or we just start tearing this thing down bit by bit. And should we die in the process, we're doing it to save the universe.
All right, I'll double down.
Faith, how about you hand over the schematics? Kind of outnumbered.
She clears her throat. She's like, I will do no such thing. This tower is not, it is not a threat to anyone or anything. There's no reason for me to have to shut this tower down.
He's already said it is though.
Yeah.
Like you literally just done, since we walked in the door, you've done nothing but lie.
Exactly.
You said you were going to give us 700 gold each. 725. Excuse me. I'm sorry. 725 gold each. We haven't even
350
got
is what I said. Not a penny more. And this dragon is just overly cautious about his
Tell him there is no money.
matron.
Tell him there is no money. Tell him you're full of crap and we just got here. Tell him.
He says, I will do no such thing. You're my employees and you're here to help me reconfigure my tower.
Listen
Better
here,
happen.
wizard. Stop your lies. Give us the schematics or you shall die this day.
Whoa. Okay. Vilmar.
Shit escalated right there.
I'm gonna tackle Velmar. No.
She's balanced. She's threatening the universe. I'm not gonna sit back and let this woman, destroyer the universe. She's threatening my god, and good and evil. I mean, come on.
Oh, Vilmar.
I have a
Work
less
here.
aggressive option. Give me just a second. I am going to burn one of the scrolls that I have. It is a level 2 scroll.
I'm just trying to intimidate her too. Also,
I am going to cast Zone of Truth in the 15-foot circle around her.
Nice.
Well, 15-foot sphere.
Okay, I need to step away.
Jeff's like,
I need to-
No skeletons in the closet today.
Where's 15?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Yep, I'm gonna take a little step back here. I've done some shit and I've seen some shit, so I'm gonna step right back here too.
all these liars.
So yeah, there is a 15-foot sphere of truth around her, centered on her forehead.
Ta-da!
On her forehead.
Did you
Does
plan
that
for that?
move with her, or does that just stay?
Okay,
spot?
another 15 feet back.
That's just in the spot it's in. That's all.
Let me grab a.
I was gonna hand that to frickin' Rowan, but I didn't see a way to not get into combat, so I guess it's time to
she's
burn
getting-
that.
Yeah, this is getting real wild with Vilmar.
How about this one looks?
I didn't realize Vilmar was gonna come out like that.
I was gonna say we need to have we need to be like, if we work here and we're employees, let's ask David because he seems really friendly right now, and Luke.
That's a 15-foot diameter circle, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Sorry,
pops.
this is 15-foot radius.
Oh, 15-foot radius. 6.
Yeah, Cascadie's got it right. Listen here, wizard, give us the cash dough or suffer the wrath of us murder hobos.
Basically, like I'm trying to get this paid. Vilmar's like, oh, she's doing
Hey.
evil. I'm like, whoa, homies, whoa.
It's
I'm
a
in a full
paladin
set.
life.
I'm not a murder hobo.
I borderline am a murder hobo.
You cast. So. On her. She's got 2. It's a 7 radius sphere center point. So the spell ends. Creature enters the spell. Charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature won't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know that each creature succeed or fail. Okay. This case, she to. I don't know if you guys can see that number, but that's 20.
No.
But I know that she succeeded.
Maybe. I don't think so. Would you? Maybe.
You know which. You know whether each creature
Oh
succeeds
yeah,
or
yeah,
fails.
there it is. Yeah, so she succeeds, massively succeeds against the zone of truth. But when you cast a spell, it doesn't really matter anyway, because as you cast the spell, even though she passes it, she's gonna give up the gambit at this point. And she's just gonna say, "That's enough! I will not let any of you destroy this tower! Luke, David, take care of them!" And she's gonna cast Misty Step, zip on over to this hallway here. She's gonna start running down the hall. I'm gonna move her. GM layer, she runs down the hall. The door shuts behind her. Luke and Waffles are in front of that door, and David is kind of like in the middle of the room right now. Everybody, you can, well, I don't know if you want to fight, but if you want to fight, time to roll for initiative.
Did David pass his charisma save on that? Probably, because he has really high charisma. Be a DC 15 save.
He does not pass that.
Okay, start question.
Do I need to roll that too since I'm in this circle? Or
Got it.
Yeah.
Technically,
I'm-
yeah.
Not really, because I don't plan on asking you any questions, but sure.
Oh, I do.
The half dragon also, succeeds. Zone of truth. But 18 on the die.
But you could ask him if he's like legit about this shit, so we can be sure if we want to tear this tower down and fight Laquan.
Oh, turn order, huh?
Are we fighting?
Looks like Tails is ready to battle.
Let
He
me,
got
let me
the little
look.
pixie stick out and he's swinging it
Hold
around.
on, hold
I
on,
did it.
little
You guys
buddy.
don't have to hop into battle yet. I just clicked the button. All right.
Hold on, little buddy. I'm gonna look over. I'm gonna look over at David, and I'm gonna ask him, David, is your contract worth this?
I think he's charmed.
That's
But
fine.
he also can't lie. He
Yeah.
cannot lie.
Oh, that's true.
He doesn't answer you.
He does not answer me.
Yeah, he just doesn't say anything.
Pleading the fifth.
No, he just doesn't
Can
say
he do
anything.
that?
He just
Okay.
stays silent. You're not compelled to answer.
No, you just.
Zone of truth.
Alright.
It says an affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth. He's not compelled to say anything if you ask him any questions. He doesn't say anything. I don't even know if David has said anything at all since you've been here.
I'm gonna look over at Luke, and I know Luke's not. I'm gonna be like, Luke, you see where this is about to go, little buddy. Are you sure this is what you want to do?
He turns to you, voice affected with a slight gravel, yet still with the the crackling of puberty. He says, I've waited 50 years to see you again, Rowan. It's like, we're gonna do this now. This is gonna end today. Yeah. You see like some like his big ol' arms. Actually, let's
Nice.
Nice. That's nice.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah.
There you go,
All right.
guys.
So then I'm gonna
I
look
can't
over
see
it on.
It's
Can I talk to Mr. Dragon guy?
It's Luke. His side of his face is all like scarred and stuff. He's got like an eye patch on. He's got one of those like asymmetrical haircuts, you know, where you like shave one side of your head, but the rest of it's still
Oh my
long.
God.
Except it's not shaved, it's just burned. Like the skin is like burned and stuff. Like technically he shouldn't even
How'd that happen again?
have an ear. How that happened was when, you know, Rowan decided to blow him up with a grenade.
By accident, but he's a little hurt about it. Envoy,
you
where do you
murdered
stand on
him.
this?
He's neutral. He's not going to do anything.
I mean, he
He
wants
did
to tower
say he
down
was going to
too.
help us take it down to the ground, though.
He's a liberal.
What does that even?
What does that even mean?
Just Chad
Oh.
saying stuff.
The so yeah, she's running away. Luke's getting ready to rev up oh yeah, he like holds out like these big robotic arms with like his like paneling all over it and stuff. On each of his arms you see like 3 of these like long rectangular panels kind of like give off a puff of, you know, like little smoke. It's like and then they like pop up out of this like the giant forearm, and you see they look like arcane rifle barrels, like 3 rifle barrels on each of his arms, and he's like pointing one of his arms like right at you, Rowan, and you can start to hear like a slow like a hum of something powering up. You see little magenta lights kind of starting to grow inside the barrels of these like arcane rifle things that he has inside of his arms.
All right. This is what I'm doing here. I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna tap. Quothe on the shoulder.
That's going to be hard to do. I'm
And-
over here after I saw that. He's pointing at you, brother.
Hold on.
Okay. Okay, then I'm gonna tap Reshi on the shoulder, and give her enhanced ability. Cat's race, which should give her advantage on dexterity checks.
Can I sneak over here and flank this guy? Oh god, I'm a barbarian.
And I'm
not
gonna
much.
roll initiative.
Can you add bardic? You can't add it to a initiative roll. Never mind.
I'm just getting that thing out before it's a turn thing.
Can
do
you
have
Can you
Wait,
add
turn.
bardic?
Can I do that since we're like literally standing next to her? Can I do that before?
Sorry, I was trying to figure something out. Run that by me again real quick. You're casting what spell and what do you want to do with Bardic?
Enhance ability.
Is enhance
Cast
ability.
grace. Yeah, on Reshi since she's standing literally next to me, and then rolling initiative.
Yeah, you can do that.
That way I'm not using a turn on that.
Yeah. That's
But it not being like super out of the way because literally right next to me. That's what I was about to do, you big man, until you.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's going to protect me from that laser beam pointing at you.
I'm not worried about the laser beam. I'll get out of the way of that.
Okay, so where you guys are right now is where you're gonna start at the beginning of combat if that's you want to do.
Where the hell's
I
initiative?
don't know
at?
what else to do. If he's getting the thing pointed at him, all I can do is try and deflect it. I don't like to be at the top of the fucking initiative. Fuck.
Shouldn't have picked a monk.
I'll swap you. 'Cause I always get stuck at the fucking bottom.
Monk's got a high dex and
Yeah.
initiative's based on dex.
No, I get it. I get it.
Put her in a straight jacket just so she looks more intimidating, and then that'll lower her initiative.
It's not technically a rule in 5th edition, but if you want to just hold your entire turn, you can move lower in the
So-
initiative if you want.
So I rolled a 17, but it goofed up and did the whole one of results thing and made me roll again. Can I just have my 17 back?
Fine.
Okay, thank you.
That puts you in front of 2. There we go. Okay, so Reshi, Rowan, Tate. Does Waffles get his own turn? I don't remember.
Waffles'
Where's-
turn goes immediately after David's.
Immediately. Okay.
It
Waffles
acts
doesn't have a
almost
turn.
identical as a familiar. However, he would have to spend his bonus action to make Waffles do anything other than move. And reaction to make him do his special stuff.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get a beer if we're gonna kill Luke tonight.
Can I rage before the fight starts?
Yeah.
So I don't have to use an action in the fight.
Well, raging is a
Or a
bonus
bonus.
action. I don't know if there's any other bonus actions
literally
you'd
up
want
there.
to do on your turn.
I don't think I have any others since I've lost.
Yeah, because you currently can't. Well, I mean, you can use the. You just don't want to use the other item.
mean, You're literally up there all by yourself, though, Chad. So I don't know if
Or-
it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Ooh, arcane energy surrounds you until your rage ends. You gain a +2 bonus to armor class, and whenever you creature within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack, that creature takes force damage equal to your Constitution modifier. That's very
So
nice.
3 damage.
Yeah.
3.
So you just got to make sure that you attack something or get attacked by the end of your turn, or else you lose rage and just the benefits thereof. All right, let's get some. Does this break my scenes? It doesn't. I don't think. Hey, cool. Let's get some battle music playing here. And get going. Reshi, top of the order. Just to kind of recap, you've been cast enhance ability by Rowan immediately on the heels of Faith basically saying attack them and disappearing. She teleports away. You can kind of see that she teleported into this hallway. You may have seen like her hip or something. Also
things
saying
there.
ready lost camera. I don't know. She kind of ran in this hallway, but then the door's shut and lost. You don't know where she is at this point. But right now you've got a giant motherfucking dog, a giant kid. Well, a kid in a giant mech suit that looks kind of like the Hulkbuster. And you've got a former friend who doesn't seem to be all that friendly anymore. And then the half dragon who may or may not be on your side. Who knows? What you gonna do, Reshi?
I kind of want to table talk for 1 second. I don't know if I should attack because nothing's attacked me yet, which I'm assuming I'm gonna get attacked. Would you guys like me to go in and try to attack David or
The
somebody with a
Kinslayer
gun?
has returned.
Welcome with
Where's
your
the
beer.
boy?
I
Y'all
think
need-
Rowan's calling out single combat against Luke. Is that what's happening? The bard against the apprentice.
So no opinions.
I'm sorry, I just
Um,
came in talking shit. I didn't hear what.
Yeah, Reshi wants to know if she should attack Luke, Waffles, or David, or hold her action. Like, she doesn't.
Go
looking
after
at you guys
David.
for-
Go after David.
Yeah,
Go after David
David's the
immediately.
threat. Yeah.
Okay.
Like close the distance on him like right now.
But what about the
You-
deflect missile? You're like right there, so I was trying to cover that, but
Don't
I
worry
can move.
about that.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
We got
deflect
some-
missiles
we got some stuff going
require them to attack you. They also require physical missiles, like arrows and stuff, to be thrown. at you,
Okay, so we
rocks,
don't know
arrows,
yet what's
etc.
going to happen with that. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, I'll head over to David, and I'm
just
just
letting you
gonna
know. Like, you
my-
can't deflect, like, even though it says
I'm just saying,
deflect missiles, you can't deflect a magic missile because it's magic. It's a
Okay.
Yeah,
it's not
because
a-
you're our fastest
Just
party
arrows and
member, and
nukes.
we kind of need you to close the distance on him and beat the shit out of him because he's kind of gonna be a problem. Especially if he starts firing off that stupid sniper rifle of his.
Yes. Something's gonna kill me.
It's not a sniper rifle, man. It's a musket. It's just enchanted, dude.
Whatever. It's goofy and maybe a little broken. So if you can just punch him in the face as hard as possible very quickly, that would be great.
Punk.
Ooh, all right. Critical flurry. A 14. You have not hit quite yet.
Jesus.
None of those attacks hit.
That one
Fuck,
does.
even the
Oh,
last
oh.
one, the 17?
Well, you get
17 doesn't hit?
you get the unarmed strike, which was a 14. You get your second unarmed strike for extra attack. Then you flurried of blows, which gives you two unarmed strikes, which the
Yes, I
14,
did those.
the
Okay.
14 on flurry of blows, and the 10 on the first of the second.
Oh,
two
gotcha.
unarmed
Okay,
strikes.
all right.
The 17 wouldn't count.
So
Fortunately.
nothing. Okay.
So,
Oh.
yeah. You
Here we
punch
go.
him, like you connect,
did you do-
except for
you do that-
the 8. Like you run up, like you punch him, like in like the right in like the collarbone area, like right under like where his throat would be, because you know you're trained not like fighting like things that breathe usually. You
Right.
punch him right in the sternum, nothing happens. You go to like left hook him in the face, and he just kind of dodges out of the way. You know, he does that thing where
Did
like
you-
twists his upper body like what's the fucking Agent Smith in fucking The Matrix.
All
And
right.
then the next 2 hits, again you hit him, but he's made out of metal, you know. So you're just like
Did you do those with
punching a
advantage?
steel door.
No, I didn't. Should I have done that with advantage since you gave
Yeah,
me
because
Okay.
I gave you a buff.
the... Sorry. Should I reroll?
Oh,
or...
yeah, dex
Next
buff, huh?
round.
Is that what Cat's
I can wait
Grace-
till next round. Yeah, I didn't mean to not.
Yeah, she's supposed to get advantage on all decks.
But is it attack though?
I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, it's a. Hold on.
Dexterity checks.
Dexterity checks,
So
okay,
that would be
okay.
like acrobatics.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. You're right.
Okay.
You're 100% right. There you go. All right. Sorry.
Yeah, you do the cool like anime like multiple tack thing. He dodges out of the way of one of them. The other ones connect, but it's literally like punching a steel door. It's
He's Mr. Smith in me. I got it. Yeah.
yeah, he's not taking.
Well, I tried.
You got. I'll say this: you got really close on 2 of those attacks,
Okay.
and the 17 would have hit him. You got really close to hitting him, but it's a little bit higher of an AC.
It's a 15 or 16, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of
I would guess
David,
probably
though,
16.
Shit.
it is now his turn. Refresh my memory, Sangretti. Is the Mollywop, is that like a shillelagh spell, or is that like actually a melee weapon?
That's just punching somebody.
Mollywop
I
is-
just named it Mollywop because it's cool. I mean, that's when you reach way back and you slap somebody with your pimp hand. You see.
Whop.
Yeah, gotcha.
What? If it was if it was like a comic book, it would make that it would across the top. Whop.
He doesn't. After that ludicrous display of, to use a fun little term, those soccer comedy videos, it's a ludicrous display of your punching ability. He's gonna risk the opportunity attack. He's gonna step back to the doorway there to get some range on you. So go ahead, make a melee attack against him, Reshi, if you wish to use your reaction. You don't have to, but if you want to, go ahead.
Can I make a attack with pages there? Because he's
Not gonna
moving.
hit.
Oh yeah, sure. I didn't even know the cat could
Hit.
attack. But yeah,
It can
yeah.
attack normally. It can take reactions and reacting to someone moving away.
Gotcha. Fair enough. Yeah. The 9's gonna miss. See if the cat scratches him.
Twice.
Ooh,
I
the
don't have the
18
ability.
will scratch him. Yeah, hell yeah.
We found his weakness.
1
Yes.
slashing damage.
He has cat scratch fever now. Debuff him.
So he's gonna take 1 damage from the cat. Everybody gets the shivers as the cat's nail goes right along the metal. It's like nails on a chalkboard noise as it scrapes across the metal of his shin as he steps back. He's gonna fucking level his, not level it, like, he's gonna raise his musket up, aim it right at your freaking heart, Reshi. He's gonna try and shoot you with a gun.
Bang.
14 to hit you, Reshi.
Not gonna hit me.
Dang, dude. He fucking blasts it. Unfortunately, doesn't hit you, or you could have used deflect missiles. But
I was gonna see if it's gonna hit.
Comedically, I would like it to just slam into the pillar next to Tails. So Tails can be
right
terrified
here?
behind the pillar.
yeah, it like slams into this pillar, and it like breaks off a chunk like on this side of it. You're just like, oh shit.
For the like, just the styling of this, can I just Neo backwards? And
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're monk. You just like bend over like at the knees. Somehow.
2 middle fingers in the air.
yep.
Yeah.
Fucking Deadpool over here.
Dude, I fucking love it.
I posted an appropriate meme in our chat.
Wish I'll have to look at it after. My whole screen is you guys. Force empowered rend. That's his melee attack? Waffles is.
Yes, that is Waffles.
All right. David will use this bonus action to command Waffles to attack.
Can it make it to Quothe? Because it's
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty
huge
big son of
now.
a gun in front of me. Yeah.
Unless it has a reach of 15 feet.
Oof.
He just barks really hard.
Can he not move and attack on the same turn?
No, he cannot. He gets
Really?
one of those actions called out to him, basically.
Sucks. Well then, yeah, Waffles will, Actually,
Unless I'm reading it wrong. Let me pull it up so I'm not shorting you.
either way, I think Waffles is gonna move behind,
Wait a minute.
both.
I have a
It
question.
can move. Yeah, it
How
can
is he
move.
moving to begin with? Where's he at in the turn order? Oh, he's right after
Waffles, yeah,
Yeah,
Waffles
he's
right
goes
after David.
at the end of David's turn.
David. Where am I in the turn order?
I don't know.
Way
You are
at the bottom.
Oh,
The only actions it may take are dash, disengage, help, hide, or search, unless you spend your bonus action to make it attack. It can use its reaction on its own.
so
which
wait,
should
run.
be-
Sorry, I was looking for Quothe. So he can move and attack, or just one of those things?
He can, yeah. He can move on his own.
Okay.
But the only action it can take on its turn, unless you use your turn to command it, the bonus action to command it, are dash, disengage, help, hide, or search.
Right.
Um,
Okay. I don't think. I mean, David just shot the gun.
You should have a bonus action.
Yeah, he
Left.
has a bonus action. He's gonna tell Waffles to attack Quoth. Waffles gets a 15. I don't think that's gonna hit. All right. That's gonna take us to Quothe's turn. Now.
Okay, so let's take a swing.
God, that sounds so terrifying. Force empowered rend.
It does though, doesn't
Do I have to roll that, or does he take it instantly? Does he take the 3 damage without any defense?
it? For what?
Well, the dog will
Uh,
take
His
3
rage.
damage for attacking me.
Quothe's in rage, and he has the.
But he
Number
didn't
6.
hit you. Does it have to
Oh.
hit you?
I don't know. I didn't read
Uh,
it that clearly, to be honest with
It surrounds you, and whenever creature within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack. He did not hit you,
Okay.
so he does not take the damage.
So I got thorns on. Okay.
Currently nobody needs bardic, cast.
It's okay. I'll take that as a backed up one because I'm about to burn mine to do something dumb.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Problem solved. Have a good night, Cass.
Good
Thanks for
night.
stopping by. Thanks for the channel rewards.
I don't know which I should attack, the dog or the cyborg that probably has like fucking 300 AC.
I would get rid of that dog because it is
We'll see.
fast.
I would think that once you guys take care of David, that's kind of a two-stone deal, possibly.
Well, it wouldn't be able to attack once David is killed, but it doesn't mean it couldn't really.
Say it takes
be a
3 or
nuisance.
4 turns for you to kill David. I'm not going to kill that dog in 3 or 4 turns, and if I do, this thing's still going to wail on me for 3 or 4 turns, unless it's so pissed off at Genie that ignores me, which is possible. Genie has a tendency to piss people off.
Yeah.
This is true.
Let's, I'm going to ignore the dog for the moment. I'm going to try to help Rowan Janae with, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry. Tony? The
Luke.
cyborg. Luke.
Luke.
Okay, so
Tony.
let's,
He's Iron Man, by the way, guys, just in case you forgot.
Tony Stark. I mean,
Got
Stark
it.
Tony.
okay, let's pull out the, can.
Alright, who are those going on? Who are those against?
Tony Luke. Luke Stark.
The first one's gonna miss. The second one will hit him. I see.
Nice 12. Juicy.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like double max, right? It's like. Oh.
Yeah, that's 2 crits.
There's. You rolled 4s.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So,
are you doing anything like, I don't know, special stuff? It's just rage.
nope. Just
Slashing. Points of
Just putting a couple dents in him.
DiMaggio. You put a couple dents in him. Let's get to take him.
Out of the fight. All right. I'm the problem solver. Man's down.
Yeah. I was gonna take him down to that amount of health. He's got a couple of dents in him, but he's still energized and ready to go.
Hey,
As a bonus action, can I shove him?
No, I think shoving a creature is an actual action. Unless you
I have a
something that
logistical
tells you
question.
you can do that as a bonus action. Yeah.
So Luke is still the size of a kid, but he's in like this Hulkbuster armor, right?
Yeah.
So based off the drawing, does that mean that theoretically, if we tried hard enough, we could just yank his ass out the top of it?
Theoretically. You don't know what it's like inside the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just
Yeah.
formulating my plan here, trying to figure out
Sure.
what to do.
Telekinesis.
Yeah, think of the Umbrella. You've seen the Umbrella Academy, right? You know how like that guy time travels and he gets turned back into a kid. This is basically a similar situation. Luke died, and in the months that it took them to resurrect him, he lived 50 years in the 9 hells, learned how to survive, grew up, learned lots of tricks and stuff, and bared a grudge for 50 years against Rowan. And when he came back, he was brought back into his mortal body, which didn't age over that amount of time. So he has all of his memories from the afterlife, but he's stuck in a 14-year-old kid's body.
So is that closed off where his head is?
There's like a little bubble. Yeah.
Okay. So I can't
like a
bonus
glass.
action
Like a
stink
soap
rock down
bubble
it.
or like a glass bubble?
It's like a glass dome over
Okay.
his head.
Want to stick a stink rock in his pants?
He's not wearing pants. Fortunately. Also, let me.
Rowan's just itching to kill this little kid another time.
He's like, I gotta finish the job.
First time was accidental. This kid started it this time. Now it's time for him to go.
Well, you know.
And we tried to talk reason to him. He was still being a douche about it.
Yeah, let's try. You know, I'm really sorry that I murdered you with a grenade. Can you just
Oh, we
forget
brought him-
about that?
We brought him back to the healing pool, and we were like, save him. We didn't mean to.
All right. Well, if
It was-
the next time you get murdered by a grenade and get brought back to life, and don't hold a grudge against the person that killed you, we can say that we'll nominate you for a sainthood.
That's fine. No,
This
I
kid
will.
is not
I'll do that.
forgiving of the guy who murdered him. When all he wanted to do was be a cool wizard and help his master, and you guys are like hated him from the start, knocked him out with a wheel of cheese, prevented him from realizing that he was more powerful than he was, and then literally just murdered him with a grenade after he tried to save his master. He doesn't like you guys.
Whoa,
There's
I
a
did
lot of reasons why this kid doesn't like you.
I did nothing to him, but okay. Get it.
I think this kid has a legitimate claim to be like, I don't like these people.
A little spicy. No, that's
Mhm.
fine. That's fine.
But that's just me. Rowan, it is your turn.
I
What are
am
we doing
going
here, bud?
to take off this way. Probably stay around here.
Okay.
Get a little cover behind this little pillar here.
Okay.
And I am going to cast from this scroll blindness, deafness.
Ooh.
On Quothe.
Oh god.
Yes.
No. On Luke. I'm gonna.
Okay.
I want to blind him.
Deafness.
It should be easy to do because he only has one eye.
Constitution saving throw.
Man with 20 constitution.
Wyatt says 2.
Well, in the d20, you got a 10 plus 3.
What's he getting the plus
What's the
two
plus
for?
2?
Oh, this stupid. Don't worry about it. It's a 13. What's your DC? I had something.
It should. It's what's the level of the spell? If it's a level 2, it's a 14. If it's a level 3, it's a 15.
I don't know. It's just in my bag. I've had it on me for God knows how long.
Oh, it's a scroll of blindness and deafness?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been 14. So yeah, he fails.
Okay.
Yeah, second level spell.
But on the guy with his eyes closed. Okay, Luke
Got
is
him.
blinded.
How long does that last?
And
Is it till he makes the
it is
constitution out of it?
It lasts for a minute. I don't know if it's concentration or not, but it lasts for a minute, and he can make a save at the end of every one of his turns. In order to save.
So he's blind?
Yeah. What
So
else
he
are
gets
you
a
gonna
negative 4 on all rolls?
Well, he'd have disadvantage and stuff.
That's it.
I forgot to use my cantrip before doing that.
You can still use it. You have a bonus action can?
I thought I did. Maybe not.
Oh no.
No. Okay. So I'm gonna use Expeditious Retreat. Then that is a bonus action.
Boing.
Alrighty. The bonus action in each of your turns until the spell ends. So this is concentration of 10 minutes. So yeah, blindness is not, luckily for you. I think blindness.
I don't think it is concentration. It is.
I don't think it is.
It is
Oh.
not.
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
All right. So yeah, blind Luke, and you put a little pep in your step. Tails, what is you doing?
All right, guys, I have to ask, do you want the comical answer to this, or do you want the logical answer to this?
I want you to intimidate that Anubis thing to help us.
Whatever.
Okay, I got
makes
it.
This work, yes.
I am going to come up here, and I am going to cast... Let's see, let's make sure I'm in range for it before I talk shit, get hit.
Eh.
90 feet. Am I within 90 feet? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
I'm going to target Waffles and Luke with Mind Thrust at level 3.
Ooh. The heck is that?
That is a UA spell.
Well, you see, Foulsham.
I hate players that do research. What's the what is it, an attack or saving throw? What am I doing here? I've never heard of the spell, so I don't know what to do, and it's not in the SRD. Thrust a lance of psychic disruption into the mind of one creature you can see within range. The target must make an intelligence saving throw. So, Luke gets a 13. Waffle is gonna make a 9. Failed save, which I think both of them fail. Takes 3d6 psychic damage, cannot take a reaction until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of the 3. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and suffers none of the spell cycle. Well, they both failed.
Roll those 3d6.
Yeah, rolled that 3d6 psychic.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Nice.
15. Holy. Alrighty. Takes 15. Waffles
Taking
takes
sand to the casino.
15. Starts showering sparks somehow. Because even though he's a construct, he's not immune to psychic damage. I don't think.
Correct.
Yeah. Starts see, like, his head starts like shaking a little bit, like the fembots from Austin Powers when he gets all sexy and their heads start like jerking around. That's what, like, Waffles.
What a weird callback.
Waffles starts, like, his head starts twitching and like sparks start coming out of like where his ears should be, and like out of like some of the metal bands that like make up like the bulk of his neck. Like, it's like a, like, you know, like those like banded hoses, those metal banded hoses, like the segments of metal rings. That's sort of what his neck looks like, and like out from like the middle between those plates is like sparking. Waffles does not look like he could take another hit like that. That is going to bring us to
Hold up,
the
hold up.
half.
For my
Yes.
bonus action, I would like to cast. Where is the spell? That's the wrong page. Dragon's Breath. I would like to cast Dragon's Breath on Tails, and then on Tails' turn, which follows mine, I would like to have him breathe Dragon's Breath on David.
Wait, I'm confused.
Dragon's
On
Breath is a
Tails?
touch. Not
You-
Tails, sorry.
you are-
Pages. Pages.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I just confused two names in my head. On Pages, I would like to do that.
Okay. You're gonna have the cat breathing. Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
And like visual image for everybody, this cat like hops up, backflips, breathes breath, and then falls back down onto his feet.
Okay.
Hell
Sure.
yeah.
Harry, I'm a fire in my laser. So, and of course that's going to be lightning damage.
Of course
Yes.
it is.
So,
Of course it is. Is that a saving throw David has to make, or is that an attack roll? Saving throw! Got a
Ooh.
20!
Damn.
Got
So he takes half damage.
6. Like, is he vulnerable to lightning?
Not that I'm aware of. If he is, that's awesome. If not, oh well.
Alright, David's starting to look a little beat up. Waffles looks like he probably couldn't withstand a moderately good attack. That's gonna bring us up to the half dragon now. What's this guy gonna do?
What is his element as a dragonborn? Like, what is his thing?
What, who?
The
Acid.
dragon guy.
Acid.
Oh, okay, that's probably
Yeah,
gonna-
so they talked about he had some scars and stuff from it.
Yeah,
Oh,
his
that's
face
right,
is
yeah.
like, his nose and mouth are looking like kind of like scarred and melted gem. He is, and something wrong with Chad's camera. I don't. But yeah, he's an amethyst gem dragon and a acid stuff. He, however, is going to... He's gonna run up to this door. And by run, I mean fly. He's gonna take like one step away from you, Vilmar, and then his wings expand and flap like one time, really powerful, to like launch him up onto this 10-foot platform over here. And he runs over to the door and starts messing with it, but Luke can't do anything about it due to all the other stuff. Zone of Truth is gone, right?
Yeah, I think so. I would imagine. I mean, it's kind of not relevant at this point.
You
Yeah.
can just ignore it. It's not important.
So
But
he
it would be there for 10 minutes. So
I don't
he
know,
hops up the platform and runs over there, and he starts meddling with the door, giving you guys the order to. He says, "You take care of these three. I'll go after the wizard." But the
That's
door
helpful.
is locked, so he's currently fumbling at the door, trying to get through it. On his turn, Vilmar.
Okay.
Do some damage, man.
Goodbye, David.
Yeah, basically.
We'll see.
I cast extra attack with
I wish I had something like that. It'd be awesome.
my 100 to 200 die.
Paladins are fucking burst damage, man. He
Vilmar
gets like
rolls up.
3 to 4
Okay.
rounds of really awesome stuff, and then he's done for like the day.
Vilmar's gonna roll up and say, "I cast fuck you."
Damn.
Well, first thing I do is I'm going to cast Thunderous Smite on myself as my bonus action to enable that. And then I will step up to David here. Swing my little sword.
Swing your little sword. Swing my sword, my diamond
So
sword.
that-
18's definitely gonna connect.
That hit.
10
Mm.
damage. Nice.
Thunderous Smite.
Throw Thunder's Smite on there. All right.
Woof.
16 damage.
Where's my Divine Smite?
Strength save. He fails his strength save, so you knock him back, I think. Right?
Throw a mushroom stamp in there.
Let's see.
Divine Smite,
Thunderous,
it's another s-
Thunderous Smite.
Thunderous Smite knocks him back, right?
When you hit, everybody hears the big thunder at 300 feet, 2d6. Additionally, the target's strength must succeed a saving throw, or he'd be pushed away 10 and he's knocked prone. Yeah, he goes 10 feet back and knocked
Nice.
prone.
So there's like a
Awesome.
door behind him that's like closed. He was kind of like standing, he like stood in front of it, both to block an exit and to, you know, get a shot on Reshi with his gun. You just like launch in with your sword. You slash him just one time right across his freaking chest. It explodes with a cacophony of thunder. He gets thrown back 10 feet through that door, which like fucking flies back even further off of its hinges. And he fucking falls to the ground and stops moving.
What?
Is he dead?
Well, he's not moving.
Well, he didn't say anything. Oh, he's dead.
Okay. Mhm.
He basically just
He
got
does
point
not
nuked,
say
all right?
or do anything right now.
I almost feel bad for him. He didn't say a word the whole time.
Okay, drag his body and throw it
What
in
you
that
gonna
Arcanite pool.
Well, I wonder if I move up and do I attack him again?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jesus. Jesus Christ.
I want to make
He
sure
hasn't
he's
said a
dead.
word to us. He hasn't said a word to us. Calm down. We've known David. I feel like I'm not in turn, but someone needs to pull Vilmar off
Send him-
for a
Who's
second.
raging
Rowan,
right now, me or Vilmar?
Talking is a free action, Rowan. You can say all this in character.
It's advantage.
Vilmar!
It's advantage. Hold on. It's advantage when you
Yeah.
attack on prone, right?
Yep.
All right.
And
Oh
if
my
you
God,
if you
dude.
hit, it's an automatic critical hit.
Please say it's non-lethal that you're going for.
16.
The 16 will hit.
Dude.
I don't know him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
gotta
can't
roleplay,
blame you for it.
It's an automatic critical hit. So that is 11 slashing, 2 radiant. What's your slashing? It's a D,
So one.
and the
1d8
radiant
plus
is a
5.
4. So add another 12 to that. 13 and 12 is 25, right?
Holy shit.
You should have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Are you gonna smite it or anything? Because remember, we do one roll and then we just max. We got max dice damage on top of that. So the
no, I'm
D8
not gonna
and the
sweat it because I've
D4
already used 2 of
Should
my
be
spell slots,
23,
so.
shouldn't it?
Well, the 8 and a 4 is 12, and then 12 and 10 is 22, and then another 3 is 5.
Okay.
5 damage. All right. He is still motionless on the ground.
Okay. Well, that'd be the end of my turn.
Okay.
I mean, because as Rowan's saying that, he's, Vilmar's going to be already moving to kind of follow the target.
Yeah. No worries. You gotta do what you gotta do, Vilmar.
my turn?
It is. So that's the end of your turn. Things happen that you guys don't know about.
What does that mean? It's gonna bring him back to life. Because he's just a robot, so it's not like we can kill him.
It's Reshi's turn.
He was quiet for that. I know what's happening. I'm gonna move up to the woofer.
Let's stand on the rug of smothering.
Better not be. And I'm just gonna pound him, see what happens.
All right, yeah. Fucking, let's toss out some beastly attacked here.
I will flurry if I have to. I don't know if that's gonna kill him, so I don't know if I want to flurry and spend a key if that's gonna do it.
That, yeah, those two definitely. You come in. The first one, you like come up. I want to say like you kick it, like in the stomach, to like get its attention, and then as it like turns to like regard you, you just grab its head and shove it backwards. So like imagine someone moving your head so far back you just snap the spinal cord. Just
Gotcha.
take
Sounds good.
take his mouth, grab his neck, and basically you try and touch the snout of the dog to the back of its neck. It falls to the ground,
Perfect.
motionless. If you feel like murdering it more, like Vilmar, feel free. If not, you still have 10 feet of movement and a bonus action to flurry or do other stuff if you are into it, or just let me know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what happens. Can I hold breath weapon? Well, that's not gonna work on a robot, so never mind. That'll be my turn.
Okie dokie. It's gonna bring us up to David. And Vilmar, as you plunge your sword deep into this robot's chassis and pull it out, you wait for a moment. The sparking stops. The red light fades from his eyes. All the other lights on his body in various places fade into darkness. And it was imperceptible to you before. It was just like noise that you had gotten used to, right? Like a fan running in the background of the room that you don't even notice is on until someone turns it off. And then a silence creeps over David. David is dead.
Oh.
Quothe, it's your turn.
Unceremoniously executed.
Sorry.
Just
No, he's kind of being a dick, though. He wouldn't talk. I don't know.
So,
Role playing, man. You take the information you got and what your character does, and shit happens.
is CPR for David a bonus action?
No, don't you.
David doesn't breathe, so that wouldn't work.
Okay.
is he dead or dying?
No, he's dead.
He's dead. Like
He's dead.
No, he's just dead. He's not dead.
Sorry.
Dead.
He was knocked
We'll have
out
that for
when
later.
he was dropped as below zero, but to zero. And then when he got knocked through the door, and then Vilmar ran up and stabbed him again. 2 death save fails automatically, and he just crit failed his last death save, so he's dead. He's 100% dead.
I'm not a fan of that.
It's like he's
That's
going into the
work.
bag of holding.
Bad. I do feel bad.
I mean, he's not gonna
We're-
decay. He's a
But-
robot.
Yeah, exactly. He's a
probably
robot.
gonna
You can
have-
rebuild him.
Me and Vilmar are gonna have a talk after this.
I think we're gonna have a RoboCop moment here with David.
No, yeah.
Who knows? But speaking of people's turns, Quothe, Your turn.
Okay, I'm going
Reshi
to...
just killed a robot dog. There's a half dragon trying to get through a locked door, and there's a blind child in a giant robot suit standing right in front of you, kind of
He
swinging.
started it.
His arms around wildly.
So I got a pinwheeling cyborg thingy.
Yep.
I kind of want to help with the door.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get into the middle of Genie and Luke Stark's reunion here.
Sounds good.
What can I do to this door? Can I try to break it?
Sure.
Can I even get around?
Yeah. You don't take up the entire 10 or 5 foot square. Like, you can move past him.
Okay, I mean, from here, I'll just stand behind here. How's that? Can I
Works.
try to break the door?
Yeah. You move over there.
Okay,
The half dragon kind of steps aside, lets you do your thing, and then you'll step back.
he said it was locked, correct?
It appears to be locked. There's like these glowing bands. Like, you know, like there are like those wooden doors, like the vertical slats that got the iron bands, and they're like bolted together.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this. It's not a door that looks like that. It's like this glass and metal and very ornate door. It's like frosted glass door that's there right now. But it's got these like glowing blue bands going across, like, you know, 1/3 from the top and 1/3 up from the bottom. And it's the same blue that's like in the pools here.
Okay, so I assume
So it's banded. It seems to be
that pretty
banded
much
by
answered
magic.
my lingering magic questions.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely some.
Can I target a part of the door doesn't seem to be affected by the magical barrier or whatever's like reinforcing it? Maybe trying to find a weak spot?
Sure. We also got a DM inspiration from Abstracto for Sangretti.
Ooh, juicy.
Like, everybody's all
Okay.
inspired at this point.
I'll just take a swing at it, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
that's my troubleshooting option. We'll take 2 swings at it.
Nice.
Door's locked. Let's hit it with a sword and see if it's unlocked.
Yeah, 17 and 13. They'll both hit. Roll some damage for me. 4, 13, 20. 20 damage against this door is just enough. You smash through this door. Unfortunately, as you break it open and the magic shatters and like the door like falls off its hinges and stuff, you are gonna take a little bit of damage. You take whoops, 2d6. There you go. You take 8 force damage as the magic is shattered and the doors fling open. One of them falls off of its hinges. The hallway is now open and accessible to you guys.
Do we see anything?
Yeah. So you can see at the top of the hallway, Faith is channeling some kind of magic. She's facing that font that you blew up originally, but is now repaired. You don't know what she's doing from that far away, but yeah. You would have
Okay,
gone like this to get around to where you are. I guess it's still 50.
Yeah, and so technically, though, actually, I'm where the thing is.
Yeah,
the
technically you
dragon.
are where he is. So you would have been.
So I can go to
20
here,
feet.
right?
Yeah, if you can move
Should
35
be.
feet.
Oh,
yeah,
I
you
can move 40. So
So you can up to there.
okay, I'll move up to there. Right there, was that it? I'm sorry, I looked away to switch icons.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. And I'm going to. Okay, so does she have any type of magical field around her or anything?
She does not appear to be in a lightning cage like she was the last time she was up here.
Okay, can I throw a magic bean at her?
Oh, I love it.
Do
Do it.
believe it's an action to throw a bean, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, but it's not gonna do anything immediately. You gotta bury
You
it and water it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can pee on it once I get up there on my next turn.
You have to
I don't know
bury
about
it and
burying
water
it.
it.
We have
Yeah.
a corpse.
You have to,
You have
you have
fertilizer.
to
Oh my
bury it,
gosh.
and it doesn't enact immediately, right? Like
It
takes
doesn't
some time to
it doesn't
grow.
work quite like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
can I just throw a
10
stink
layer.
rock at her?
Yeah, yeah, you can
That's-
do that.
Take the
That-
fun
that's
out of it.
honestly-
You're like
I think
throwing
that's funnier.
rules in here.
No, the stink rock's funnier anyway.
Yeah.
Let's be real. here.
You throw the stink rock at her, it clatters onto the dais and kind of like slides over into the corner over here. Because you already used your action to actually attack, so I'm just assuming
Okay.
you throw it, you toss it over there. It doesn't hit her or damage her in any way. But it's over there, and it smells. And to believe that,
God, abstracto.
your turn.
I cast
Uh,
suppository.
That's gonna bring us over to Rowan. The kid that you murdered once before when he was unconscious and vulnerable is now vulnerable again. He's
In
blinded,
case you forgot.
and he's ready for you to murder. Attempt to express
cast calm
strong
emotions.
in a group of people, each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere. Center on a point you choose. Within range, must make a charisma saving throw. A creature can choose to fail the saving throw if it wishes. If they
This
fail,
man
choose
has
one
no
of the two
charisma
following
left.
effects.
I want to tell him, hey,
So-
look, we've already had a few people die here. There's no reason for you to die. You're completely outnumbered. Luke, come to your senses here. We can talk this out. I didn't mean to kill you the first time, but I will absolutely do it the second if I have to.
Did he cast vicious mockery?
All right.
Approach. I do.
Big money, no whammies. Luke gets a 7. Dragon? Half dragon gets 17. Reshi, I'm gonna need you to roll as well.
What do I need to roll? Charisma?
Charisma saving throw.
Man, I have a -1. Damn it.
This isn't gonna affect you. You don't have to worry about it.
Actually,
This is just part of the. This is part of it.
I mean, she permanently has the calm emotions buff, so I don't think it matters.
It's also gonna hit you, Rowan.
Wow, so we got a bunch of like stoned.
It didn't hit me though, right? Because I
No,
rolled a 19.
You pass this. It doesn't affect you.
Genie has to save.
Charisma, right? Where's my goddamn charisma? There it is. Oh my god. use my
Bardic?
DM, or is it Bardic? Bardic's after, right?
Bardic's afterwards. Yeah, roll a d6.
Yeah. So we can try to get this shit to.
12. Are you pacified by your own spell?
Jesus Christ.
They're
Where
gonna
do I
be singing Kumbaya on the
Is it? What is the DC on mode? Like, how do I?
It's on your spell page. It should be on your.
Oh, there it is.
It's like 8 plus your spellcasting mod plus
15. Yes, I'm pacified by my own spell.
Hold up. It says
I'm also very calm right now.
It says if a creature fails its saving throw, choose one of the following 2 effects. So you can choose one of the 2 effects since you failed. You can choose a different one than Luke, is what I'm saying.
What are the effects? I didn't even charmed or frightened. Well, I don't want to be frightened, so I'm gonna.
No, you suppress being charmed or frightened, or you can make them calm.
I need, honestly, I think being calm is the best thing because I honestly contemplated attacking Vilmar.
Fair enough.
I'm not joking. I actually did. Like in character, I thought about like firing a shot off at Vilmar.
So you and Luke are both pacified. Anything else you want to do?
I just want I want him to stand down so we can figure out what the hell to do with I mean, I got my bonus. Does anybody need any? Is anybody hurt here?
I think we're all. I don't think anyone's taking any
I'm
damage.
down 8,
Oh,
Okay.
but I don't think you
I
can
don't
reach
think you
me.
can see him.
I can't reach you. Yeah, I can't reach you. Then
Alright.
I guess we're chill then.
Yeah, Luke doesn't really say anything. It seems like he's struggling against the calm emotion spell a bit. But you do hear like the kind of whirring from his gauntlet rifle things kind of slow down, and his arms kind of lower. Like he doesn't seem to be quite as aggressive.
how long does this last? The calm thing.
It's concentration up to 1 minute,
Okay,
but we might be able to talk him out of this nonsense.
that's what I was hoping to do. Also,
I'd rather
hope
not
we do that.
kill
I don't
Luke
want to help
again, especially considering we just killed another main. We just killed like a arguably more.
It's too many
relevant
people in the world. We
character.
gotta cut
Important,
ranks,
yeah.
everybody. Gotta cut ranks. All right, sounds like that's the end of Rowan's turn. Tail.
Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Dun, 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 dun. Can I make it far enough? Yeah, I can't. The range on it.
Shoot, somehow our little friend got put fell off the.
I am going to cast. I can't spend that. So, I'm just gonna cast Mind Thrust. No, I don't want to kill Luke. Never mind. I guess I just book it. I'm just gonna run.
Run, little guy, run!
Run, little man.
You can do it.
All right, yeah. Do it.
Also, that was being character saying, "Run, little man."
Your little leathery cobalt feet slap on the marble
Yeah, just-
floor.
Plattering across. That's it for me. My cat shall follow.
Going to go to Half Dragon's turn. Let me double check.
He just attacks us all and kills us. Thanks for the help, guys. See you later.
He's gonna move up 1, 2, 3 spaces at first. He says, "I don't know what she is doing, or what she is casting up there. But we have to end it now. He says, do you have the abilities to see through magical darkness? He asks the two of you.
Through magical darkness?
Through
Think
magical
not
darkness.
Barbarian.
Yeah.
See in the dark. No, I don't. I have dark vision, but I don't have like blind sight or anything like that.
Damn. He says, well, in that case, my friends, he says, I will hold for but a moment. But I work best in the dark. He's gonna move 2, 3 more. He's
why
gonna
do you have to do that?
start moving his hands as if he's casting some kind of magic. Swirling darkness starts like forming in like an orb in front of him. But that's gonna be his turn. You guys have 1 round to do like some cool shit against Faith, and then he's gonna cover probably this whole area in darkness.
In this room also, or just that room?
Oh, sorry, I was motioning my other mouse. Probably this whole area here, maybe
Okay.
even more. I'll have to double check here. Up to 60. Oh wait.
Shit.
Oh, it's the spelled. But that's gonna be his turn. Cyborg Luke is blinded, but he is also calm.
Kind of like a dog in a cage,
right now.
taking him to the vent. No, like that's the impression I get.
No, I get it. I just
Take away the sight to calm him down.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Sangretti joined the Mighty Boss Tones, so that's the impression that I get. 15-foot radius sphere. Okay, so yeah, it'll fill a lot of this room. It'll be about as big as that Zone of Truth was, but it'll be centered on her.
Okay.
Cyborg Luke. He's calm, like he's not gonna like attack you. He says, I don't know where you are, Rowan. He's like, but nothing will ever make me forgive you for what you did to me.
Oh,
He
no.
starts, he sniffles a little bit, like he's a little sad. He's getting a little, like, what's the term, like verklempt a little bit. He's like getting all choked up about it. He doesn't seem like he's aggressive against you right now, at least. But he is gonna make Constitution saving. 12. He is still blinded, and that'll be Vilmar's turn.
You said you can talk out of like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just want
you
to talk, right? Basically, I just want to tell Luke, like, look, you're allowed to be mad at me, but there's no reason for you to get murdered here. Like, there's no reason for you to die for this. You're like obviously significantly outnumbered. It's just us and you now, and there's no reason for you to give up your life just because you hold a grudge. Like, we can. Like, you're allowed to be mad at me, but there's no reason to
He's getting a little bit more emotional. I know you calmed emotions. He's starting to get a little more emotional as time goes on and the spell's running out. He's just like, but rule number 1 of wizardry is an eye for an eye. Tail, you hear that and no, it's not true at all. It's not the first rule of wizardry.
That's not a rule.
I think you're
That's not a
mistaken,
rule
sir.
of wizardry. Vilmar, running up. Looks like you're dashing to get up there with Quotha and everybody else.
Yeah. When he pops back through the door, he notices that half the party's gone and the door's busted open, so he's going
Yeah.
to assume everybody's taken off to where the wizard went.
Cool. So yeah.
I do have a question, though.
Uh-huh.
Since I do have magical eyes, can I see through that magic stuff? Or whatever you're talking, magical blindness or whatever you called it?
We'll find out. You don't, that it hasn't been cast yet. But you
Okay.
don't know if you'll be able to see through magical darkness, but we will find out
Okay.
now that you're over there.
You do have like God sight or whatever. That was pretty cool.
what's her face here. We're gonna go up here. Let's see. Faith, still casting, still chanting. Her spell hears people coming up behind her. She's not facing you right now. She's facing the arcane well in front of her. But she's sort of, as she continues her somatic components, she says, "It doesn't matter what you do now. In mere moments, my spell will take hold and this tower will be indestructible." You guys get the sense that you have 2 rounds to take care of this lady before something happens. And while you guys consider what to do and how to get rid of her within 2 rounds, we're going to take a quick break. Stick around, everybody. We're going to take a quick break, bathroom, get our drinks and all that stuff. And when we come back, we will finish up this encounter, hopefully. Stay tuned, everybody. Thanks for watching. And we are back.
I was like, fuck you.
Welcome back, everybody. Unmute myself. We all had a good break. We all last left off. Faith is casting some crazy ass ritual or big spell that's going to take 2 rounds for her to complete, or thereabouts, or at least that's what you feel like. And we're gonna start up here with Rashi. David and Waffles are dead. Luke and Rowan are pacified. You probably wouldn't know about the 2-round thing in character specific. You two, Rashi and Rowan. You wouldn't know how much time you guys have before whatever happens is gonna happen. But the other 3 of you would, because you're like see her stuff. But,
Okay, so in Reshi character, I'm going to go behind him, and I would normally just kind of want to, since they're having like conversations, pay attention to that and be respective of what Jeannie's trying to do, and if something goes wrong, then I'll be ready to punch or do whatever I have to do to Luke if I have to.
Okay, so you're gonna stick around with Rowan in case shit goes sideways.
But I'd like to move behind Luke, if that makes any sense. Like where I'm at? Okay.
That's fine. Cool. David's dead, so he's not on there. That brings us to Quothe.
Yay. Okay, so 40 feet.
That's a
Can
10.
I
You
use
have to
5
go up the
feet to
stairs.
jump that?
If you make an athletics check, yeah, I'll let you
Perfect.
jump up that 10-foot
Perfect.
ledge.
I just so happen to have spec'd in athletics, I believe. Yes, sir. Alright,
Hell
we
yeah,
made it.
you use your 40 feet to get to a space right behind her, basically.
Okay. Now, let's give her the old can of whoop ass and see if that slows her down a bit. Let's
This is a very what the fuck up Denny's moment.
let's do this, and to stylize it a little bit, let's throw some of this in.
Oh my god.
Teabag.
11 doesn't hit, I'm guessing.
Yeah, the
Wait,
11's
just a
not going to
row.
hit her, but the 19 will.
Wow, that's a thick ass row, bro. Okay, so I'm counting at least 21 there.
I'm counting 13.
He is a barbarian. He is bad at math.
This is true. Ration.
Okay, well,
All right. She takes the 13
did it break her
damage,
concentration?
but she's not. She does not lose concentration on the spell that she's casting.
I guess I'm done. There's nothing else I can do. Apparently that stink rock won't break her concentration either.
No. She's a very trained and powerful wizard. A slight stinky smell's not going to affect her.
Yeah, so... Table talk. Can I use the ring now, or do I gotta wait till she comes to fruition of her spell?
The counter spell?
Mm-hmm.
You have to wait until she does the cast the actual.
Yeah, she's still in the phase of like setting up the spell. She hasn't actually cast it yet.
Right.
Okay. We'll just hold on tight then.
You see her hands are like tracing geometric patterns in the air, and she's building like one of those Doctor Strange like sacred geometry things. It's like a circle, and then inside it's a square, and inside it's a triangle, but then there's all these lines that are connecting little bubbles in it with like arcane runes, and she's like writing it in the air with light as she's casting this spell, and it's like building and building and building and getting bigger and more complicated and stuff. But she's you have the option, you do have the ability to interrupt her by damaging her, but she passed a concentration check on that particular turn. Rowan is going to be your turn. Chilling with Luke.
Yeah, so basically I'm gonna approach Luke very calmly, because I'm still calm. And I'm gonna put my hand on his robot, like his shoulder here, and be like, all right, man, look. And you can figure this out.
You're a lot louder because you're a lot closer, and he flinches at the sound of your voice, not at the sound of your touch.
Okay. I want you to stay here. I know you're having, I know the blindness will wear off. I mean, you can have a solid discussion, but we need to stop what's going on right now. So just stay here, and we'll all be right back.
He just says, kind of meekly, just says, please, Faith was just trying to save the world. Just trying to help people. Don't do this, Rowan.
Luke, she's destroying other worlds in the process.
It's like other worlds aren't our world.
That doesn't make it right, though. Just stay here.
There's no more convincing than an anime man telling you this.
I mean, this is true.
Roll a persuasion.
Here it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
He just sort of lapses into accepting silence. I guess technically it wouldn't happen until his turn or whatever, right? But he's actually gonna step aside. He's gonna aside. He knows that he was standing in front of the door, so he's gonna slide across.
All right, all right, so now that I haven't had to kill Luke again, can I try to catch up with the guys?
Yeah.
All right, because I don't know what's going on in here, but I definitely know that I've got to catch up with
as you
him.
move past him and he like hears your footsteps go past him, he just says, whatever you do, just don't let anything happen to her.
Oops.
Well, I can't guarantee anything, but I'm not going to say that to him. I'm just going to like reluctantly kind of,
Fair enough.
I'm going to kind of give him just like a very like, and then like kind of head past him. Can I move? Is that a loud thing? Can I?
Yeah. Well, you would
I
have
did
gone...
move once to kind of walk up to him, but I
Yeah.
moved about 10 feet here.
Well, that's up a 5-foot platform, so you would have
Oh, come on, man. I'm a
15 feet to get
I'm a dexterity character. Let me. Well, no, I got high dex here.
There. You haven't
Let me-
taken any actions. Or
Here's my
anything.
16. Let me.
You can move up next to Reshi.
Let me awkwardly roll up onto this. platform.
You can move up next to Reshi, and then if
Very
you
much
wanted to
just like a
dash on your action, you could get to the end of the hallway.
I could get to the end of the hallway.
If you dash, you can get to the If you were to dash, you could get to the end of this hallway.
But you have no action at the end of it.
Yeah, because you haven't done anything yet. You haven't cast a spell. You haven't done any action, so you could use your action to dash and get up here. Otherwise, you can get up next to Reshi if you want to cast a spell or something.
I mean, but what spell would I cast right now? I don't have the range to get anything down there, do I?
I don't know.
How far down is that? 55 feet.
55
Can I have a second to see if I've got anything that will even
Sure.
get down there?
Yeah.
If you don't, and you get to the end of the hallway, only just be like, ta-da!
I actually can do something here. I can hit her with Dissonant Whispers. So that's 60 feet.
Yeah.
So right in range. I'm gonna cast it at level 2.
Okay. Wisdom save. She is going to pass that.
I had a feeling she would.
18 on the die. 20 damage, though. So she's going to have to make another Constitution check. I think she still takes half damage from. Fortunately, rolled an 11 for that save. Passes that Constitution save. Maintains concentration still on the spell.
Damn.
Almost lost it. Not gonna lie, almost lost it. But it's either 10 or half the damage taken, whichever is higher. They were both 10. She rolled an 11.
That was gonna be the one.
Never know. That looks like it's gonna be Rowan's turn, unless he has a bonus action spell that he wants to do.
Hit let's go ahead and hit K Money with Healing Word.
Cool.
Appreciate you.
7.
Crowley heals for 7. It's gonna take us over to Tail.
Yeah. Let's see. She's gonna basically continue. So. Can't. The end of its neck. All right. So that won't work right now. I'm gonna cast level 2 Chromatic Orb.
Two chromatic.
Whoop, whoop. Well, that casted at level 1 there. I would like to add my extra damage.
That's a 12 to attack. Right? Use
Well, it's
bardic
supposed
or
to allow me
anything?
to choose what level I want to cast a spell at, but it wouldn't let me there.
Well, it's still a 12. You don't get more attack for upcasting. You get more damage.
Yeah. And I'm gonna bardic for that.
Okay. Nice. A 3 will make that a hit.
Yes.
So what was that? Level 3 chromatic orb? Level 2?
Level
That
2.
one.
Level 2.
Chromatic orb.
Which is 48. and I would like it to be acid damage.
God, okay. Yeah. Do it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I really couldn't have rolled much better than that. Holy shit.
4 points off from max. Damn.
Oof. Big oof. She's massively injured by that. There's no way that she passes that concentration spell. She loses the magic, screams out in unintelligible pain, just like a primal scream. Quothe, you witness this formerly beautiful elf, like her face, one of her ears, like most of her hair, the shoulder on her left side, down her arm, over her chest, on her shoulder blade, just acid getting covered all over, like the top quarter of her body. Just skin melting, bubbling and blistering, and hair disintegrating, and ear just melting and slopping off onto the floor like someone dropped a
Holy
bowl of
Jesus.
oatmeal.
Ooh,
Just
jeez.
disgusting.
That was darker than
Disgusting
expected.
shit.
I just thought, like, oh, it might melt some of her armor. No, it's melting her fucking face.
Yeah. Well, you fucking did like 30 damage to her.
Yeah, no,
That
a hell
hit
of a fucking hit.
alone would have bloodied her from full HP, dude. Like that
Melt
was
their
a
arm off or
massive
something.
hit, man. It was a massive hit. She's not happy about that at all. Bonus action or anything, dude?
No, I'll stay back here. I mean, she should have stuck with the "I'll help you." It just didn't go her favor after that. Went downhill really quick.
It definitely did. It definitely did. That's gonna bring us up to the to the amethyst to the amethyst half dragon here. He says, we may have stopped the spell, friends, but now she is let loose to turn her vicious magics upon us. He's like, I hope some of you can see in darkness, but at the very least, we can prevent her from seeing us. He's going to let loose his creeping darkness. Requires no components or a spell slot. Move the area of darkness as well. So we're two. Six. It's that big of an area. He's gonna put it right. That map layer. Everybody, minus Vilmar, if you do not have magic, like I can see in magical darkness on your character sheet, as through Devil's Sight or Blind Sight or something along those lines, you cannot see into this darkness. Bothe, I don't think you can see out of this darkness or even your hand in front of your face. Vilmar,
okay.
Your eyes can penetrate this darkness. You can see everything that's going on in there.
Okay, cool.
Can we take a second and admire that dope-ass darkness bubble you made?
That's pretty cool
It
looking.
is pretty sweet.
fucking
Pretty
cool.
nice.
Shout out to a pack on Roll20 called Area of Effect.
It's cool looking.
Let's see here.
I just learned that D&D Beyond has the Mythos of Theros, and you can straight up play a satyr. so I might be purchasing that for the group soon.
So I can see into it too. Also, by the way, I can see into magical darkness.
Dope.
60 feet.
You can?
Yes.
What gives you that ability?
I'm a half elf.
You have
Dark
dark vision, but you cannot see through magical. There's a difference.
Okay, so here's the thing though. In the compendium,
Yeah.
it mentions darkness. When you click on darkness, it says magical darkness spreads from a point. So it's clarifying it as magical darkness. If I can see
Yeah.
in darkness in the compendium defines darkness as magical darkness spreads from a point or range 15 feet.
That's the spell darkness, not the environmental of just it's dark.
Okay, and I didn't read enough. A creature with dark vision cannot see this darkness, so I'm an asshole. All right, never mind. I can't see shit, mother.
No worries.
I was so excited that I could see what was going on.
So that's gonna be his act. Yeah, that'll be his action. He's gonna fly up over here next to Quothe. Will be brandishing that real sick flail thing that John drew on that in the character picture this week.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was really neat. I just said, hey, he's got purple scales. He looks like a dragonborn, but with a tail and wings. Have at it. Cyborg Luke's not gonna do anything. Vilmar, it's your turn. You can see what's going on in there.
Okay.
Half dragon cast the darkness. Fucking flew up onto the dais, swinging his flail around his head like a lasso, getting ready to bean her.
Right. If I move up here, I can still see her, right?
Yeah, you can still see her. You will see part of her. She'll have like 3/4 cover on you due to the height of the platform and the fact there are 2 people in front of her.
That's
But-
all right. I just need to be able to see her so I can cast Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
That's what I. So 30 character. She has to make it. She has to make a dexterity saving throw,
Right.
or she takes the damage.
Thank you, Mr. Abstracto.
9 damage.
So is our goal to kill her, or are we just trying to knock her out enough to where she can't do anything else?
I don't know.
Like table talking. Like, is that our goal here?
Realistically, it would be ideal to get her knocked out and then restrained, because I don't think we know
Right.
how to stop this machine yet.
Right.
Other than blow up the building, which may not be a great idea.
Man. She is like a fucking Dick's whisper from death.
Well, I told the
Did she
kid I
miss-
wasn't gonna try to kill him. So can we not
How do
let
we define
Vilmar? Can we not let Vilmar near her so he doesn't slaughter her with 30 strikes after she's fallen to the ground?
Listen, mister, I stabbed people in the side for just touching me.
Look, he grabbed me, and the other kids were there too. All right.
That's the
And
second.
look, the kid thing freaked me out. All right, the kid thing freaked me out.
Stab a guy in the side, stab a kid in the chest, throw a grenade at a kid.
I've never stabbed a child in the chest, have I?
Yeah, you did. When you went to first time you guys were in Bloodraven or whatever, and you the wharfs, you killed a kid there.
With
Well, you-
with
Oh,
you-
you
you-
whisper
you
though.
did- yeah,
Saved
whisper,
him.
whisper, whisper. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
did.
true, that's true.
I didn't.
You
I didn't
guys
stab
healed
him.
him. You healed that
No, I
kid.
didn't even hit. No, I didn't even hit him with whisper. I hit him with mockery. Like I didn't even hit. I hit him with a cantrip. I didn't know that. It's a
Yeah,
1d4. I didn't think I was gonna kill the kid with a 1d4.
Roll to the poor kid's brain.
Yeah, realize. Yeah, I didn't realize.
That's a thing about
brain
D&D.
is
You
gonna
know, a
melt.
lot of times from the player's perspective, you don't really understand that a commoner like has almost no HP and no
I wasn't
stats.
trying to make the
As a
kids
level 1 adventurer,
ear-
like you're already a big step above like an average person, you know? Like commoners have like 4 HP. They're like weak.
1d4 shouldn't have killed him.
I mean, you rolled a 4 on a D4.
I know. Oh,
Yeah, man. Vilmar, and it goes to her
So did she-
turn.
Did she fail that save? Or is that what?
Oh yeah. She fails
Oh,
that
okay.
save. Explosion of radiance kind of lights up the darkness for a second. Quothe, for just a briefest of moments, you can see now her full grotesque figure. She is turned between the time the darkness went off when she was facing away from you. Now she's facing towards you. You can see like her cheekbone, like literally her cheekbone and like some of her upper teeth, like her cheek is just gone.
Oops.
And just like a flash, it's just like it's like if literally like a camera flash and you just in that like, you know, like the after image, like you stare at a screen and then close your eyes, you can still kind of see it. It's such a brilliant flash of light that lights up her face. Like you just like, oh shit, it's like a half skeleton face in front of me. She is gonna move away. She's not gonna stand there. And just take this shit. So if you want, Quothe, you can make an attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
Yeah.
The half dragon's gonna make an attack of opportunity because he can see. So I'll let you go first. Players.
Well,
Provided
what if the
she doesn't
opportunity
die.
kills her? Okay. Okay, so
player
we'll
first, man.
Provided she doesn't die, I have an idea.
You only get to make one attack.
Oh,
on-
one. Okay, so I missed both then.
So the 12 is not gonna hit her. Half dragon is going to. I know it's gonna say it says scimitar, but it's not a scimitar. It's a flail. That is gonna hit. That is going to take her down.
Shit.
For a brief moment, combat seems to be over. He hits her in the back of the head with the flail. You guys hear like a lot of thumping.
Oh no.
And the darkness goes away, and it looks like she like fell down the stairs and like fell off the side of the stairs as she got cracked in the back of the head with a flail. She is on the floor, not moving, and bleeding from the head.
Well, she's also a bit melty, right? I think
Oh
he
yeah,
said.
she's also like
still.
melted and stuff too. Yeah.
She's a little melty.
I'm not gonna lie, that hit her way harder than it had any business to it. For a second level spell, that was some nutty shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, man. Sometimes you roll real good. All right. I'm not hearing any immediate actions from the group, so those. All right. The black dragon is gonna turn to you guys. He waits a few seconds to like just make sure like she's not moving. He's like, all right. The rest of you, fan out. Search this place. Find these schematics so we can dismantle this thing. He's gonna go over here. He's gonna start rummaging through her like robes and stuff.
Hey,
on her
can we still
body.
get paid? Because we totally like this was a lot of work.
He says your deal was not with me.
Oh man, come on!
He
Mr.
says,
Man,
should
I
we-
have an idea. It's not a good one, but I have an idea.
Yes, what is it?
So we could tie her up and we could heal her and then we could ask her to, where they are and we could always hurt her again.
Today, Junior. He says, if you're gonna heal her, you better do it quick. She's not long for this world. He's like picking up like an arcane focus and like looks at it, throws it over his shoulder, like picks out like a bag of like pixie dust, throws that. He's like just rummaging through her like pockets and like her robe and stuff. Like snaps the necklace off of her neck, tosses it over his shoulder. He's like looking for something that may hold some.
I'm gonna go pick up the
information.
necklace.
Sure.
All right, so who's tying her down and who's doing the interrogating?
Well, we gotta save her first. So I will.
Well, let's tie her down first, because once you save her, she can go back and do stuff.
Yeah, well, Spare the Dying just makes them stable. That doesn't actually bring them back, right? Doesn't bring them.
Right.
Conscious?
It stabilizes them.
I have a scroll of hold person if we wanted to use that. I mean it's an int thing, so I don't know how that would go in the scheme of like I'm gonna hand the scroll over to
Let's first try and heal her and see if she comes back, because if she doesn't, she's fucked.
so I'm gonna hand the scroll over to Tails. And I'm gonna go back there and talk to, and I'm gonna kind of be out of this. And I'll be off in character storyland, talking to Luke about this whole thing and letting him know that they're trying to.
So you kind of like, as all this is going down, you kind of like nudge Tail, give him a scroll. Are you casting Spare the Dying, Vilmar?
Yes, I will spare
Okay.
her.
Should
To
we
stabilize her.
tie her up
Okay.
first?
So you stabilize.
I think we can handle it. Yeah.
So the scroll is a hold person scroll, so it would definitely keep her in place, especially with Tails doing it. If she would have to make and she would have to try to make wisdom checks, but like she's fucked up. I don't know if
Right,
that's
okay.
gonna be the. I don't know if that's if he needs. He may not even need it in story thing, but I'm just giving that, and I'm gonna go talk to Luke, because I'm gonna let Luke know that we're trying not to let her die, but we've got to get things figured out.
Well, just let me know. I can just lay hands and give her like 1 point of health.
Okay, so she is. You guys are really lucky. I rolled like a 9 for her first death save. I rolled an 18 for my investigation check for him rooting through her body for information, and then I rolled a 7 on her second death save.
Jeez.
So that Spare the Dying was like right there, man. Like, had nobody said any, like, if you're just like, oh yeah, let's tie her up first, she would have been dead by the time you tied her up. Like, by the time
Tie
you
up
tried
the
to
corpse,
heal her.
it's fine.
Okay, so you're gonna cast the hold spell on her, or we gotta tie her up? Which one? Just make it.
Let's tie her up, and then if we really need to get into it, we can cast the spell.
Who has? I don't have any rope. So who?
I have an
someone
I have rope.
You have rope? Okay.
I have rope.
Okay, so Kothe ties her up, and then I'll heal her for, 1 point of
Yeah.
bring her back conscious. So that's what I'll do. I'll bring her back with 1 HP.
Cool.
With lay in hand. I'll spend 1.
Alright, so you bind her, right? Are you gonna move her anywhere, or are you just gonna leave her in the corner here?
We'll prop her up on like the corner, like on the wall, against the wall. Tie her up.
There's
Prop
not
her
really
up.
anywhere she could possibly run.
And then we'll let I don't know who wants to interrogate, but I'll put like my I'll have my after I heal her for 1 point, I'll keep my sword at her, ready to kind of like just jab her if she does anything.
That's a question. How are you tying her up?
I have a rope.
Yeah, but like, how are you hog tying her? Or are you just like wrapping it around her elbows and chest a bunch of times? Like, how you? What are we doing here?
Is there enough rope to tie around her chest, though?
Okay, Google
Yeah, he's
has the
got
answer
50
here.
feet of rope.
Guys,
would like
use
to
the
hog
use
tie
the
her.
spell, please.
like to hog tie her and then grab 2 rocks out of my bags and put them in her hands and then tie her hand shut, so she couldn't do any spell work with her fingers.
A good idea.
I'd like to do adjustable grip hitch to her.
Oh God.
Just grip it.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Roll not tying.
Yeah, you got this, Corpay. Go for it.
Roll a sleight of hand check for me.
Okay,
Also, I'll be
slide
right
it.
You want to do an adjustable grip knot?
Did it work? Oh, it's delayed. Okay.
There you go.
14.
Not your worst.
You make a semi-adjustable grip knot.
Damn it.
It can only get tighter.
Nope.
That works great. That's totally in our favor. Miss Faith,
You tie
I've read-
tie the rope around your neck in a foreign hand. Just wearing a tie now.
I've read about you in the library, and I know you're a really powerful wizard, but this needs to stop, and I need your help to stop it, or my friend here is going to be very very mean. He can do bad things.
She says to you something that you can't make out because she's barely audible. You can try to get closer to her.
What did
Could I hear her
Pages
with my?
hear? What did Pages hear?
I'll let Pages make a perception check. It's hearing. I think he gets like advantage or something, right? Yeah, 9s.
Those are me. That's because I have my perception with my shield.
Yeah, you can make a perception check. 22. She's kind of out of it, talking in and out. The gist of what she says, and I'm just gonna say it in normal voice so you can all hear it, is she's like barely audible, right? She says, she just keeps repeating it over and over. My calculations are correct. There's nothing wrong. My calculations are correct. There's nothing wrong. Over and over again. Let's check in with Rowan and Luke.
Oh man. So Luke, is he's blind at this point?
Yeah, he's still blind.
Can I undo that at this point? Like,
Yeah, you
because I
can
mean,
let
it's
it
the
go.
Constitution. Yeah, I'm gonna unblind him.
Cool. Luke is no longer blinded.
All right, so I'm gonna tell Luke, like, look, hey, I can't take back what happened, and I know it was terrible, but we have a chance to fix at least what's going on right now. We need your help. You know Faith better than pretty much anybody here. Help us convince her to stop the machine.
Roll persuasion check.
Give me a persuasion. Oof.
Have Bardic and DM. Well, yeah,
You could
Bardic.
add Bardic. That if you wanted.
Yeah.
Have you tried unplugging her and plugging her back in?
It's 1d4, right?
D6 for Bardic. 13. He says,
Accurate anime face there.
he says to you, as he like, you see the cloudiness disappear from his one good eye. Kind of looks at you, Rowan. He said, you don't understand. I had to believe. that it was all for the greater good, Mr. Rowan. You don't understand. She's a lot more evil than what you think. Yeah,
Luke,
yes,
we all fuck up.
the tower can help people. Yes, that's not what she was planning though, and I know where the schematics are hidden, but you're not gonna want to access them.
Why, Luke? We don't have a ton of time, bud. You got it. You've got to. You got to let us know.
This is I'm the plans. They're the plans. It's hard to describe. She did a ritual on this armor when I was still dead before she resurrected me. This suit that's keeping me partially alive. The schematics for her tower and this machine are magically it's hard. You have to destroy me to release the schematics and learn how to destroy this tower. This is basically what you're gonna have to do. You'll have to disenchant this suit, which is probably gonna kill me. It's a powerful transmutation spell.
What?
One that I unfortunately can't help you work around. Ever since I've been back and stuck inside this suit, I haven't been able to cast magic. I've lost most of my ability and my connection to the arcana of the world. He holds up these two giant, 4-fingered, one thumb, 3-fingered hands. He's like, I can't do somatic components with these hands. I can't manipulate material components with this suit. My magics are limited to vocal-only spells, and I can't do anything to help you disenchant this suit and get those schematics. I don't know if she has a second copy.
Ask what she did to David.
It doesn't really matter much now.
Well, to answer your question, though, if he was charmed.
I don't know what we do here, guys.
Ask him if he's willing to be sacrificed for the better good. I mean, if he's not, then we can figure out a way around it. But
Oh, that's terrible. I'm asking the kid who was dead who came back because I accidentally killed him. Are you willing to sacrifice yourself for this? This is terrible.
I know.
D&D, the game of impossible choices.
but-
Do you kill someone you've already murdered in order to safely dismantle this tower and possibly save the world? Beardo Games coming in. Thank you for the raid, my friend.
Big raid.
Coming in with 11 people. Hell yeah.
Big raid.
We just did a whole big fight, you guys. Rowan is talking to a 14-year-old kid who he murdered many months
I didn't
ago
mean to, but
and has been resurrected and turned into a cyborg. We've just learned that the perpetual energy machine that his wizard master created is threatening to destroy the multiverse, and the only plans in order to dismantle this thing safely are enchanted into the suit that's keeping him alive, and the only way to get to those schematics is by disenchanting the armor and probably killing him. So it's kind of a hard situation. Do you kill the kid you killed before to save the world, or do you just brute force destroy this tower, potentially causing a very large explosion that would maybe possibly kill everybody here, but also probably save the world? It is a coinky.
all right. So I'm gonna ask Luke. I'm gonna say we don't have a lot of time here, Luke. What if I told you that you have an opportunity to be a very, 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 very important character in the story, and that I, being Rowan the Bard, will absolutely sing your praises for the rest of my days? I think he knows where I'm coming from. Like, I assume Luke understands what's going on here, right?
Toss a coin to your Luke.
Let's find out. It's trained in insight. What's that? Still. I don't know why. I just created a new character for him today, and for some reason, it's putting bless and guidance on shit, and I don't know why. He rolls a 15. I think that's pretty good. He's gonna say, Mr. Rowan, all I ever wanted was to make my parents proud. I was the first human to ever get into the academy. They usually only accept elves, high elves at that. But Master Loquan saw something in me. And I was the first person in my family, not just the first human, but the first person in my family to ever get into a wizard academy. And all I ever wanted to do was be a good wizard.
You were a good wizard, buddy. You were a good wizard.
Do what you have to do, Mr. Rowan.
Oh man! All right. I guess oh man, what is the fastest way to do this without being really painful?
I mean, do you even know how to disenchant a suit of armor?
No.
Well, there you go.
I have a tool for it.
Oh, I bet you do.
David probably knew how to disenchant a suit of armor.
Yeah.
But he's dead. He's like dead.
All
Right.
right.
Is Mondo wrecked, as they say, the parlance of our times. All right, well, while Rowan figures that out, let's flash back up here. You guys have Faith all tied up. She just keeps repeating, muttering to herself, the calculations were correct, everything's fine. Calculations were correct, everything's fine. Like, you don't know if it's like brain damage or if she's just like panic muttering. Maybe she's trying to convince herself that she didn't do anything wrong, but for right now, she just keeps repeating that over and over, that the calculations were correct and she didn't do anything. Like, it was all supposed to be fine. The Amethyst half dragon is gonna take a bit of a closer step to her, and
Can I do like a medicine check or something to see if like maybe healing her
Yeah.
more would help this
Sure.
situation?
or yeah, fine.
That I'm very good at
Half
medicine.
dragon. While you do that, though, the half dragon is gonna say, "Listen here, Fey Wizard. You have one opportunity left to tell us where these schematics are and how to destroy this tower, and stop the siphoning from the energy of our celestial dragons." 16. She's just no amount of healing is gonna snap her out of this. It's either panicked, like gibberish, or like she's at the end of the line here, right? Like she's losing all composure.
We need Genie's sweet spellage. He's got one for this.
Okay, so
Because it's about to get dark.
He's gonna pull out his sword. He's gonna like hold it up, just the tip of it, right? He's gonna like raise her chin so that she's like, her head is at least pointed towards him. He says, "I give you one chance, Fey Wizard. Where are the schematics?" Is anybody going to intervene? Or...
I mean, I'm way over here. I can't.
Right.
I'm trying to
Buffet,
figure out how I'm gonna-
Vilmar, Reshi, Tail. you
I'll
guys-
step up and block or get in his face. Or
I'll,
at least
in
attack.
Draconic, I'll say to this guy, "My lord, please give us more time before we finish her."
Can I hold on? Luke, give me just a second. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna run down the hallway. Right, and I'm gonna be, guys. I think I know where the schematics are.
Where are they?
They're literally Luke.
So what are we going to do then?
We kind of have to kill Luke. And I kind of talked to him about it, and he's kind of come to terms with it. And I feel real shitty about this.
How is it Luke? What did he say that it makes it him?
He said that the armor is enchanted with the schematics.
So is there a way that we can bypass killing Luke or possibly kill him but then bring him back?
He said the armor's keeping him alive.
Okay. And he's willing to go and sacrifice himself.
He's ready.
Okay, so who wants to do this? Because I don't think it should be Rowan.
I would like to go inspect the armor and
There we
see
go.
if I think that could actually be a
Let me
thing or
bring.
not.
I think it honestly it needs to be me.
I just feel terrible about that.
I know, but it probably needs to be me.
All right, well, let's go inspect the armor, see if there's something else. we
I'll
can
take a
find.
look at it first. Luke, do you mind if my little buddy takes a look at your armor and possibly see if we can figure something out real quick?
Sorry to just completely undermine the moment. I just keep thinking to myself, you're just like, it's got to be me. I'm the one who has to do it. As if your like horse broke a leg and some other cowboy's gonna like put it. You're like, no, it's my horse. My
Gotta be my
responsibility.
I mean, he spent 50
Just
years in
like
in like limbo
No, I get it. It's just the
every day,
correlation
like
that my
hating me. So like, I would
Yeah.
feel bad if I like handed it over to Kate Money to like do this.
No, I
Hey,
get
Money,
it. It's just
sitting there with the sword.
growing up around
Shame.
horses and like watching cowboy movies and stuff. It's like just what my brain flashed in. I'm like, you're just treating him like a trusted steed or something.
What is
I
it?
know-
Anyway.
Vilmore's just ready to pull his sword out and spin down the hallway and chop.
The black sorry, I keep calling him like the actual monster that I'm using. He's the amethyst half dragon. Is he kind of like, as Rowan and Tail start to move and Reshi start to move down the hallway, he kind of like looks at them, looks back at Faith. He snarls. A little bit of acid kind of flecks out of his face. He says, "You're lucky, woman. You live a little longer this day." He's gonna step over here onto the stairs, and then he's gonna jump and then fly kind of down this way.
I'm scared he's gonna kill Luke. I mean, honestly.
That's why I'm asking, what's he gonna do?
You
Because
don't
he,
know.
We'll find
He's
out.
not telling
We'll
you what
find
he's
out.
gonna do.
I know. Like, did he start following them? I need to know.
Yeah,
exactly.
He as soon as they leave, he has like his sword, right? Like pointed. I got some scissors here. He's got his sword like pointed at her throat, right? Kind of like lifting up her chin so that her face was looking at him. Her eyes were not focused on him, but her head was at least like looking up at him. as he was lifting it up with the point of his sword. And he just pulls the sword away real quick, kind of nicks her in the chin a little bit, just a little paper cut on her chin. Not anything to like dock her the 1 HP that she had, but he just angrily moves past you and Quothade and flies down the hallway behind the group. It's over here with them.
Okay, should we pick her up and bring her with us? K-Money?
Yeah. Do you want me to hold your
Don't
shield?
bring her all the way over here. Though.
Well, I was wondering if you could pick her up and then we all both could go. So I can keep using my shield and stuff.
My problem is,
Okay.
you guys.
Do I need to
Table,
roll anything for that?
hold on, table talk. If you bring her all the way over here, it might upset Luke, and he's already in a state. We don't need him to see her dying.
Well, she's not dead.
No,
But
she's
she's
dead.
dying.
but she's like half melted in a fucking tonic.
We don't
That's
need to
true.
show
She
it.
is half melted.
Yeah, let's not bring. Look, as far as he knows, she's.
She's a burnt pizza roll.
Well, he doesn't know that.
know that.
We
He
don't
doesn't
want him to know that. The
Yeah, my
last
f-
thing we want is this kid to, because he thinks, like, he's already told me, hey, don't kill her. Even though he knows she's evil, like, he still obviously has, like, a affinity for her.
Let's just not bring her down here, please.
Well, my worry is that the black dragon or the dragon dude will come down there and just basically kill Luke instantly,
Well,
since he knows that. And
We
you
can
guys
do-
want to handle that by yourselves, or I mean, because I don't want to leave her either by herself around here. She could be faking. I don't know.
We'll
I
stay
haven't
there.
checked.
Well, let us handle this.
Okay.
You guys
So-
just hang out. Watch her. I'm gonna see if Tail can do anything. If he can't do anything, then I'm probably just gonna have to put a knife in the side of Luke's neck here. I don't say that out loud. I don't say that out loud.
We didn't break from
Fair
tabletop.
enough.
That's table talk.
Tail.
Okay.
You guys
Yeah.
get down there. You're gonna investigate the suit. Roll me investigation or Arcana.
All right. I would like to use my DM for this.
Sure. Do it to it. Get that advantage roll, buddy.
Jeff is like, he's still gonna die, so.
Bro, you could throw a grenade at. You could throw a grenade. Still have a smoke grenade and one random one.
Yeah.
25.
A 25 Arcana. You you have an inkling of how this is all constructed and enchanted and stuff. You'd have currently an 85% chance at doing this by yourself with no help from not help from like other people, but just like going at it, just like, I'm a wizard, I know what I'm doing, disenchanting things. Currently you'd have about an 85% chance of disenchanting the armor and revealing the arcane schematics hidden within. You also, with that 25, get the feeling like if you could maybe find like then, you know, David's an artificer, so like you know, from like Party Talent talking about him and stuff, but like you're like, oh man, if I could like maybe find some of his literature about like technomancy and stuff like that, like how to fuse magic with machinery, you'd probably have a better chance at doing it. But like with a 25 Arcana, like you're like, yeah, I think like about an 85% chance that I can do this with like right now, like with like literally like running up the hall, grabbing Faith's arcane focus, so you don't have to worry about material components. I don't know if you have an arcane focus or whatever yourself, but you're like, yeah, if I had an arcane focus, I could try like a 10-minute ritual right now. 85% chance of success, 15% chance Luke dies and we lose the schematics.
Well, he's gonna die anyway, so.
I'm gonna relay that information to Jeannie and start doing the prep work to do it. But the kid's basically prepared to die, so the way I see it, me trying to do this is our best shot at saving him and or stopping all of this.
I'm gonna relay that information to our draconic friend in draconic,
Cool. He speaks common.
so he knows.
Like,
Oh, okay,
he
then
speaks
I'm just gonna tell him in common. Then this is what's happening. We're gonna try and prepare for this. Happens and happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
He turns to Tail. He says, "Little one, how long will it take for your preparations? Before you would start the disassembly process."
I should be finished in 16-ish minutes.
All right. He turns to Rowan and Reshi. He says, "That gives us 15 minutes to find some sort of artificer's handbook." He says, "I shall start searching."
Do we need the handbook to finish what we're trying to do?
No?
Okay, I'm
Might
gonna
help,
stay
though.
here.
He's gonna go up into this room over here. He's gonna start searching this room. Stuff. All right. Is anybody gonna tell Vilmar and Quothe about this?
Actually,
Somebody's
that's
not.
what I'll do. I'll go do that. I'm just gonna lay down everything that's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, Reshi goes up, talks to you guys.
Okay.
Faith is still muttering about calculations and how everything should have been fine. Reshi tells you guys that Tail is relatively confident that he can do this on his own without any extra help. But his chances would increase should he have the Artificer's Handbook. And Reshi says you guys have about 15 minutes to find said handbook before Tail is ready to just go ahead with the ritual. Without any extra knowledge involved.
Okay.
So if you guys want to search, I will let everybody, except for Tail, make
Tail
an
is busy.
investigation check. You can use Bardic's DM and all that stuff to search this place. Him. Alright. Certain. 15. 15 sheet. Alrighty. It takes the better part of like 8 to 10 minutes. But Reshi, you do find a notebook that has like David's name in it, and it's like one of those those like composition notebooks you'd have in school. They're like black and white speckled. You know?
My kids have a bunch of them.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's like David's notebook. Don't look. Just taped and masking tape on the front of the you recover that, hand it over to Tail. Tail, make an Arcana or an Investigation check for it. See how well you can decipher this information while finishing to prep this ritual. 20th?
I assume pretty well.
Hell yeah.
Ta-
You decipher enough of it that your chances go from 85% all the way up to 85 and no, you go all the way up to 93% chance of getting this ritual correct. What I want to do here, what I want you to do here is roll a D100. Anything between 1 and 96, or sorry, 1 and 93 is a success. Anything from 94 through 100 is a failure.
Ooh.
I've been rolling pretty good all night. I'm not so sure I want to roll this one. Can I pass the roll off to somebody else?
Can I give him my bardic
Nope.
or demon inspiration?
You could give him DM inspiration.
All right.
That would
Okay.
He's good.
There we
He's
go.
good.
take
He's
the
good. He's
better
good.
of
Let's
the
leave it
two rolls, like the higher of the two. A 74. You start performing this ritual with arcane focus that you like, as you hold it to his chest, like armor for a while. As you start the ritual, after a couple of minutes, hear like a searing noise, as if you just like slapped a slice of fresh beef down onto a hot griddle, and some light emits from beneath your hand, and when you pull your hand away, the arcane focus is like melded onto the armor and it's glowing. And as you complete this ritual, the half dragon's here, people are watching. The armor starts to disintegrate. Like, it starts to dissolve. Like, little flecks of light start flying off of it. Like, little bits of glitter start, like, floating up into the air. And very quickly, like, after the 4th or 5th little light speck, bigger chunks start coming off. And they start forming, like, those Matrix-like characters as, like, columns, like strings of columns of this data starts just lifting off of the armor, taking little pieces of it with it. And you can see, like, the black dragon is, like, got some parchment, is, like, furiously writing down notes as, like, quickly as he possibly can. Trying to, like, capture as much of this information as possible. And
Can I attempt to obscure it so he can't do that?
how are you gonna attempt to obscure it?
Well, if I was any taller, I would put my body between him and it, but I'm only 2 foot tall.
Like, this is a disintegrating suit of armor with, like, glowing runes lifting off of it. It's like, if you have a way to stop people from seeing.
I don't know. I just really don't like the idea of him writing the shit down.
Can you put him to sleep?
Too bad. You try
While I'm
putting
doing
him to
this.
Too bad.
sleep. Yeah, too bad, man. Like, I don't know what to say. You don't have a way to stop people from seeing stuff? He keeps writing it down. The suit keeps disintegrating. You can read what's going on. Like, you're able to read the schematics because it's all in, like, arcane script and stuff like that. Genie might be able, you might be able to decipher a little here and there, because you are a bard, and bards are arcane adjacent. Like, they're lumped with arcana.
I have a pretty
masters.
decent arcana.
Yeah. I mean, you're pretty knowledgeable. Like, some of the concepts might be going over your head.
I mean,
like,
is
a
this
few
good
of
enough?
The symbols might be. Oh yeah, 26. Critical hit. For some reason, you're like, oh yeah, like, wait, that's all this is.
It's all those shards he snorted. They
yeah, right.
helped him.
But yeah, so everybody's gathered around.
Like you snort enough of that shit, you start to figure.
You know, you can read it,
see-
right? No, in the air.
You see,
I've seen that shit before.
real quickly, like after this starts and like the black, freaking, I keep wanting to call him the Black Abishai. You know, the freaking amethyst half dragons. He's like, you know, just written a few sentences down at this point. The shoulders are starting to noticeably degrade. You see Luke kind of like stagger back and like hit the wall and slide down it, leaving like these giant scrapes into the marble wall. He's like sitting on the floor now as the rest of his armor disintegrates, and as it disintegrates into this matrix like stream of code coming off and like disappearing into, you know, evaporating into the air, you can see slowly his armor is disintegrating, revealing his body, and you notice that he is not so much an adolescent wearing a Iron Man style suit of armor, and he is more like Anakin Skywalker.
Oh God.
He's like missing limbs. Some of his like, there's like hoses and shit going into his body, like apparently connecting his like organs and shit to this. So like once the suit's like all gone, he's got like one functioning arm. The other 3 limbs are amputated. He's got scars all over his body and like holes where these hoses used to like go into him to keep him alive.
Gross.
And as he looks up, he says to Rowan, he says, Don't let them know what became of me. And
Look, Betty.
his eyes slowly close.
Oh man.
He
He
exhales.
dies?
He doesn't inhale. That's
Sorry,
where we
I
will
just
say
killed the
through
little kid.
critical hits and critical fails. These are the Osrynn Tales, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. That was an emotional ending to the episode. We will contemplate what all of this means. You guys have the schematics. You can pretty much safely, or at least moderately safely, dismantle this tower, and, you know, stop it from siphoning all the energy from the outer planes. This amethyst half dragon's there to help you. Faith is still alive. At least that's something. But you guys have 2 weeks to consider what you want to be doing with this information. If you just want to let the half dragon take care of it and go your separate ways, or if you want to help out with the ritual, or, you know, all that good stuff, because next week, everybody, I will not be able to host the game. Heroes Approved is going to be back on Goodman Games for X-Crawl. And as you all know, I have to let Cannonball use my computer for that, because he doesn't have a computer of his own. So Cannonball will be here next Saturday on Goodman Games, doing the Heroes Approved X-Crawl thing. They had to add an extra session or 2 in there because they are going kind of slow. But we will be back on the 24th for sure, and most likely we will also be here on Halloween for a real spooky thing. But we'll definitely let you know about Halloween on the 24th. Until then, have a great week. everybody. Let's do the good old shout outs here. Let everybody know where they can find you guys. Of course, let's start with the Chaddest. Chad, what are you up to this coming week on stream? He is muted.
God damn, thank you. Doing Divinity 2 Original Sin. I'm sorry, Divinity Original Sin 2 playthrough with 3 other buddies. So we're doing a full co-op playthrough.
Nice.
We're working on Baldur's Gate 3, but it has a few hitches on launch. We're giving it a little time to iron itself out. And we're also sprinkling in a little Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yeah.
And occasionally streaming with my wife, co-streaming as well.
Speaking of, Rachel, what are you up to this week?
Well, we've taken like 3 weeks off, but we are coming back this week strong and hard with our podcast.
Oh,
Me and my buddy T. We just talk about anything and everything. We're just a couple of girls just having a fun time. Come check us out. I also, if you feel the need, you can get on my husband's stream, which is Chat to Chad, and there's a wife cam option. Click on that. I'll be there also.
Very nice. Sangretti, what movie are we watching this week?
This week, hopefully I'll be able to get all the speakeasy stuff ready, and if I do, we'll be watching The Majestic.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Great movie.
Hell yeah. I look forward to that, especially if you get that speakeasy open. I need a couple of drinks. I don't drink alcohol, but I do like trying drinks. So, Genie Bro, what are you up to this week?
This week we start getting spooky. We're gonna do some Hunt Showdown. Well, no. Never mind. That's not happening. I will be on Harry Horror Show Tuesday. We're gonna talk about
Tuesdays.
the Nazis and the occult. They like
Hell
to do
yeah.
weird shit. And
Hell, dude.
we're gonna play Resident Evil for a few nights this week. The remake.
Yes.
Resident Evil 2, the remake. That's gonna be a good time. And
That's nice.
a little more hanging out. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna spooky around the Jeezy Plex this week.
Awesome. Jobs, you got anything going on this week?
No, I might stream a little bit of WoW, maybe Baldur's Gate 3, something like that. On and off.
Very cool. Very cool. Everybody, those links to all those wonderful, wonderful people are in the chat. Follow them, please. Attend their streams. This week, every day, actually all of October, every single day at 3 p.m., I will be continuing to draw Beware the Bone Devil, a fantasy noir horror comic that we wrote together as a stream back in late September. And since the first, I've been drawing that on camera, on stream. I need to finish about 7 pages every 10 days to get the whole comic done within October as per part of the challenge. My real challenge this month is to stream every day for 3 o'clock for an hour. But I would like to get the comic done this month, and I am currently ahead of schedule. So if you want to see me continue working on page 8 of that tomorrow, and probably start working on page 9 as well, come on in and hang out. 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern every single day. For reference, right now it's 10:30 Eastern, so you can figure out the time difference from there. 3 p.m. Eastern every single day until the end of October. We're gonna run the credits. We're gonna raid into the Liching Hour. They're running a 12-hour stream. They are raising money to get their new players, some new equipment, better cameras, better microphones, all that kind of stuff, for the new season of the Apocalypse Roadshow. So currently they're doing a 12 hours like murder fest stream with like a bunch of level 0 characters that are just getting ground up. Every dollar that's donated, they kill off a character and new ones join. I was watching it earlier. It's a pretty wild time. their whole post-apocalypse thing are like these mutant animal-human hybrid things. Like, I don't even know what all the combinations are, but like, you could be a half man, half platypus, half deer creature, like in this apocalypse world. So there's a lot of weird shit going on. Lots of potato farmers, lots of turnip farmers going on. We're gonna roll those credits. We'll be back again for this D&D show on October 24th. Next week, Cannonball will be here over on Goodman Games Official for X-Crawl. We'll be back on the 24th, but you can hang out with me and collect all those sweet channel points every day at 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on this channel. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
I'm super surprised you knew what the Majestic was. Most people haven't seen it.
Oh, I love that movie. Great
Well,
movie.
It is my favorite
can't
movie of all
remember it.
time.
Points. He slams up. PD hops